Happy Halloween, everyone. Lurch, where'd you go? You're all dark.
I'm
There he
here.
is. You sexy beast, you. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Happy
And look
Halloween.
at that. It must be a special holiday. We were only 10 minutes late. Actually, 11 minutes late.
Lurch,
man,
you're looking good, bud. You're looking good.
Looking good. That's awesome. It fits you like perfect. It looks great.
Appreciate it, man.
Awesome. So yeah, happy Halloween to everybody in the chat. Who we got got our good buddy Ryan's in the house.
Ryan.
Mark Jones, happy Halloween. Rick Hunter, buddy Rick. Awesome. Somebody was saying they were watching The Fog while we were waiting. Oh, Ryan, you were rewatching The Fog. Good choice. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, good buddy James. James in the chat. What's up, man? And of course, there we go. Our good buddy Colin. What's up, Colin? Hello to Ireland. It's 2 a.m. there, right, buddy? We're gonna pull in an all-nighter. God love that man. So tonight this is our high holy day. So what do we do on our high holy day? We watch the Immortal Classic. And what better way to do it than to hang out with our friends and do it? Keith, whoa, are you working or are you home for the night?
Keith,
oh, you're at work, listening at work. Okay, cool. He's at work. Nice.
Solid Moody. Oh.
Yep, it's 2:12 a.m. in the a.m. in Belfast, Ireland. Awesome. So have you slept at all, Colin? Because it seems like you've been like on a tear watching tons of movies. Holy crap. Yep, Lurch is in the house.
Lurch, how is the weather on the East Coast?
It was actually cold today, man. It was like in the 40s. So.
Oh, that's right. You're in Scotland. That's right. Same time frame. Yeah. Wow. Holy crap. Hope everybody's off tomorrow. I was trying to get off tomorrow, but this work thing won't let me. I tried not to work the day after. I tried not to work today, but I had to work, and I tried not to work tomorrow, and I had to work, and I have to go in. So I just told them. I said, if I'm oozing alcohol, just don't have any matches near me, because I do have some. There's no beer review, but I'll show you. I did. So the other day, I stopped at the local brewery, Log Tavern, and I got. And this is what I had the other day for those that weren't here. I had All Hallows beer, which is really, really good. And then when I stopped today to get more, they had this one, which my wife actually liked.
Your wife liked it.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh,
that's great.
It's a pumpkin ale, spiced pumpkin ale. So that's what I will be partaking this fine evening. Anybody else partaking? What do you got there, buddy?
Trader Joe, 903. Peanut butter cup. I might as well go the candy.
Look at you. He's having liquid candy. I had a boy with alcohol.
Show this beer to Joe since he's a basketball guy. They made a Chicago Bulls beer with Goose Island.
Yeah, and Joe will be joining us shortly. He still has trick-or-treaters coming to the door, and look who is waiting to come on. Hopefully she got her sound fixed, and it's our beautiful friend Colorado is in the house.
Hi, everybody.
What is up? Can you hear us this time?
I can hear you this time. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a shit show. I could not get that figured out at all.
I hear you. Awesome. So yeah, he's still dealing with trick-or-treaters, so he says he's going to jump in when he can. Who else is in the chat? Oh, there's my neighbor Reno.
Is there no curfew in Texas with trick-or-treating?
I guess not. Yeah, usually here, I know in town by me, I think it's either 8. I think it's 8 o'clock. Is the curfew. You always see a couple of stragglers, and they really don't break your chops, but usually 8 o'clock they want you to clear the streets because it gets so packed.
We were just showing what we're drinking. Joey, what were you drinking? I saw a drink.
Yes, I am drinking peach cobbler sour from Loveland Ale Works, and it's delicious.
Ooh, that sounds good. I'm starting off with, I was showing my All Hallows beer with my pumpkin beer, and I'm showing, where is it? My Smashing Pumpkins spiced pumpkin ale.
You know, Pat, I think we talked about it with Joey when we were in California, but she's in the best area for craft beer, in my opinion. That is the best area, in my opinion.
We got to make a trip out there. You guys go out.
You absolutely do.
It's awesome.
I even have, just to add to the bougie beer that I have tonight, I also have a blackberry lemon sour from Loveland Ale Works again.
Loveland. Okay.
Yeah, it's that's good. Different, but I like it.
Yeah, Mike, it's the first time you saw that in town, huh? The town by me on Halloween gets insane because the outlying areas where I am are all developments. So it's too far between houses, so everybody goes down to the village, the town, and you can't even drive a car.
Huh.
It looks like Dawn of the Dead at when they're all swarming the mall. You just can't even move in that town. So I made sure I got my beer and got the hell out of Dodge.
Hey, Lurch, are you on the same path as Pat and I and probably Joe with that statue? It's just way too much, right?
Yeah, I saw it. I wanted
doing
it,
it.
man, but I'm just not paying that much
Yeah.
for it.
$1,800, dude. Nah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And you know what's going to happen? And I put this in somebody's comment. It's actually going to devalue itself. It's not going to even be worth the $1,800 when you try to resell it, because remember those other PCS statues? They were like $550 or $600. People were trying to dump them for $500.
You know, for $1,800, it better be life size, but it's like 40 inches, right?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And it's like I just want to call them and say, what justifies that price frame? What's the justification in it? That's just crazy. I was thinking it was going to be like the last ones. Maybe 800 to 1,000, but then I saw 1,800 as a pre-order and then 2,000 eventually. I'm like, here, take that. Sure, $1,800 for a statue.
I knew Frank, after spending $600 on his 25-foot Myers, that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, especially just after age 45, man. No, and Christmas is right around the corner, and we're hosting Thanksgiving. Forget it. I can't lay out $1,800.
I know some people are saying, yeah, there's a payment plan, but the less in debt I need to go, right?
Yeah, unless it's $10 a month for 20 years, I ain't doing it. Oh, International Man of Mystery, Rob Windsor is in the house. What's up?
Oh, my Lord, Mr. Rob.
Mr. Rob is in the house.
Rob or William. Rob is a Michael Myers Monday guy with us.
Yes, indeed. And he was supposed to be out at age 45, but circumstances beyond his control made it not so that he could be there, unfortunately.
Some of New England's finest, right, Pat?
Yes, it is. Indeed. We're going to make a trip up there and visit him one of these days.
Gonna go to that cannoli shop, Mike's Pastry Shop.
I'm just bringing up my slides here, and then we should be able to start the film. Let's get going. And then we can chat. I got my list here. 67 goofs and gaffs in Halloween.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to be bringing up my slides. So I put together a slideshow of some of my favorite Halloween collectibles, like mostly promotional stuff and stuff that we could just chat about while we're watching the film. And that's it. Yeah, I was telling my wife about it. We were talking about trips, Rob. And my wife loves it up there in the Boston area. So we'll definitely make it up there.
It's awesome in Boston. Great food.
Cool. So is this everybody? So Colorado, you know how it works, right? We all have to watch it on our own because we can't broadcast it, unfortunately, because YouTube's going to go and take our ass right
Jurassic
down.
Park.
Yeah. So as long as everybody's got it all queued up in somewhere where you can hear it, and then we can't broadcast the sound. I mean, if it's really low, it's not a big deal. But
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. So if everybody in the chat, you guys all ready, we can hit start. We do a countdown from 3. Everybody ready to go, and we'll start the Immortal Classic, the one, the only, the classic. All right, so let's do it then. Everybody's ready. So countdown
Yeah, I
from
think I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, and let's hit play. All right. Of course, mine's buffering. Come on, don't buffering. We don't want.
You know, it's funny,
buffering.
but H2O was on AMC tonight, and then they play the music at the end of that at the credits, and then it goes straight to the this one. It's like, wait a minute, what just happened?
I actually watched H2 right before this. Me and the wife were upstairs watching H2. And why is this buffering?
Did you guys pick up that Eyes Without a Face shirt?
It's H3 one.
Pat pre-ordered.
Yeah.
I didn't yet, but I think I had to do it today, didn't I?
Yeah, by 5, man.
Yeah, I'm not. I gotta watch it. It's been bad.
I did because I was like, you know what? This way I have the mat. I have the set. Both of them. I love the other one. I'm like, yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. Yeah,
Good
this
old
is some
Nancy
good
Loomis.
news that they're doing a sequel to It Follows. That's awesome. I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to
what's
that.
it called? They Follow, right?
They
Yeah.
Follow. Yeah, I love It Follows. That's a good movie.
Now, do you guys like that film?
That's on
That
my full
Oh
list.
yeah, yeah. That film's killer.
yeah, the girl who's the main girl in it that's coming back. She was really good in it.
I can't
Make
think
him
of her
Monroe?
name.
Yeah, was that her name? I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a movie that holds up with multiple viewings. I didn't think it would, but it has.
Look at Ryan. I followed that girl too. Yeah, who wouldn't? What's that, Rob? Did you see the Eyes Without a Face? Jason Edmonton released one, what was it yesterday? Between yesterday and today. And it was the Eyes Without a Face, but it was the H3 masks. The eyes
Like-
from all three masks.
At age 45, they had the one with all from the first one. Michael 21, Michael at age 6, Loomis, and Laurie. This one's got all three of the masks from H3, right?
Yep.
Yeah, all
The
three.
three masks.
And people can complain. I live in suburban Chicago, where Halloween would probably take place, where Haddonfield is. They could do a Halloween movie in the snow. It has snowed twice in the last 3 years on Halloween. We're going to see a Halloween movie in the snow, damn it.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah, here, shit, it had to be about 5 or 6 years ago. They actually canceled Halloween. We got 1.5 feet of snow.
Oh
And
man.
they canceled Halloween, so they actually let the kids trick or treat the following weekend.
Now, Colorado, did you go to the house? Because obviously we were only around each other. You and I only talked to you at a couple different places on Friday.
I'll stop it. You guys act like we drank or something.
No, I never made it on the tour. It was all sold out. I was really bummed about that.
Well,
All right, so
yeah,
let's see.
We're
com-
hoping
we
to
are com-
count you in for the 50th.
Yes,
100%.
we're coming up to a goof
I'm
and a
in.
gaff. Let's see if you guys recognize the goof and gaff. As he's panning around the house, look at all the cables coming out of the front window under the porch.
Oh, yes. That's awesome.
Is everybody at the same spot where he's panning around the side of the house going towards the back?
Yeah.
Now, Lurch, I know Pat agrees with me now. You go to the 50th, you're not going to do the tour again, right? If anybody wants to go to sightseeing, everybody can go on their own. That's how.
Yeah, I think if you've seen it once, but I still want to go to a couple of the places again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll see how it is. I enjoyed it. It was so much fun. It was funny. I watched the video before we watched H2, my wife and I, because my wife doesn't watch any of this stuff, and she's like, "I didn't know you did the video." I said, "Because you don't pay attention to me." I don't blame you, but so here.
Deborah Hill's
When
hand.
Michael, as a child, walks through the living room with a knife, the clock above the stove shows 9:25, and the clock on the wall reads 9:40. But just 5 to 7 seconds later, the clock chimes 10 times. Not to mention when he walks from the kitchen to, actually, right now as he's walking, you're going to see the camera shadow in the doorway. And everybody's like, "Well, that could be a person shadow." No, a person isn't square.
That is
Not to
pretty
my
funny,
knowledge.
though. That damn Panaglide.
It's Ray Stella. Uh-oh. Nick Push is in the house. What's up?
Hi, Nick.
What's up, Nick? Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Why is of course my computer's lagging. Yeah, one pump chump and Sandy just went upstairs. Yeah, exactly. Maybe if he lasted
Now-
longer, she would have lived.
I think it's on the record. I think even Sean had said it before. Yeah, that's Daryl Kyle, the actor, played the boyfriend. He did H40. I think he did one or two other conventions after that, and it wasn't his thing. So
yeah,
he might.
yeah, he said
We
he-
might not
he
see
just
him
didn't care
out
for
there
it.
again.
I don't see why. It's for one day. You take pictures. It's a cash cow. It's all cash.
I don't
Oh,
know.
here we go. There's another one. So after Judith's boyfriend leaves, young Michael walks up the steps to his sister's room with a kitchen knife in hand. Her clothes are balled up together in a pile on the floor at the top of the landing. After he picks up the clown mask, which is the cut from the ground, and puts it on, the pile of clothes are now trailing piece by piece towards the room. See, this is the kind of shit geeks love.
Now, Trick or Treat Studios makes the clown mask. Is that nose that big on that mask, though?
That's what I was wondering. I don't think it is on that one.
Right?
No, the Trick or Treat Studios mask is big. The nose is really big.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, and here. So when Michael runs down the stairs and exits the Myers house, you can hear the click of the cylinder catch as he closes the door behind him. As the killer was revealed to be her younger brother, Michael, and the camera pans out, the front door is wide open instead of being shut.
Well, and now we're hearing the debate that this is Carpenter's voice as Michael's dad, right? A lot of people are saying that.
That's the latest debate. I don't think it is. And then here, after Michael... So as the camera pans upward, all the lights in the house are now on, but they were never on when Michael was inside, and he never turned them on when he was inside.
Look at that haircut on that mom. Sorry.
I love it.
Joe's Guitar Shop's in the house. What's up, Joe?
Now, wasn't it cool for you guys to see where the Myers house was originally in person and then when they moved it?
And yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well, what's great is I was explaining to somebody, the guy at work the other day, I was talking to him about it, and I was showing him the pictures and stuff, and he's like, "What do you mean they moved it?" I said, "Well, it usually would be down the block." I go, "You know the scene which we're going to see later, where Dr. Loomis is in front of the hardware store, and Michael comes and drives right behind him?" He said, "Yeah, I know that scene." I said, "Next time you watch it, look over Donald Pleasant's left shoulder at the empty lot that's sitting there right by the train tracks. That's where the house sits now." He's like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
What's our timestamp now? Mine froze up for
Yeah.
a second.
I'm at 7 minutes and 46 seconds.
That's correct.
He's driving with Nurse Marion. She just lit a butt.
7:45.
Hey! My buddy Greg, the Mean Machine Radio Show is in the house. What's up? Happy Halloween.
Whoa!
What is up?
This is a hard spot to get to, the entranceway, though, up in the Hollywood Hills, though. Luckily, it was something... Yeah, it was something we randomly found on spring break last year.
So for those that don't know or watched our last watch along, I was telling the story how years ago, before my wife and I were married, we used to come up here before we moved up here and visit with my in-laws. And one night we're sitting, she goes to bed after having a couple of drinks with her father. I go to bed and I turn the TV on. All they had was like an antenna service. All we got was a Spanish station, and they were showing Halloween in Spanish. So, of course, my wife's like, "Are you watching Halloween in Spanish?" I'm like, "Damn right I am. Why not?" But
yeah, you had some of it memorized in Spanish, if I'm not trying to be sarcastic.
So the part here where you see the rabbit in red, so since they wanted to accentuate that because then it's not in Spanish, a little voice would go, as soon as it panned to the matchbook, you'd hear a little voice go, "El conejo es rojo." Rabbit in red in Spanish. And then later, when he's by the Phelps truck and he picks it up and looks at it, the voice again goes, "El conejo es rojo."
Something tells me that was a pickup line for you somewhere, Pat.
The rest of the weekend, all weekend long, I'm sitting there hanging out with her dad, getting a good drunk on it. I'm like, "Hey, Kat." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "El conejo es
God.
rojo." She's like, "Would you shut up?"
Go on, move. Frank's
I was saying to the puppies before I let the puppies out to go to the bathroom before I came down. I'm like, "Come on, move."
Go on, move. Well, he does have different two or three different tones of his voice, right? The calm and then the rabid man.
Who the hell is hitting me up at work right now? Come on, seriously? Oh, it's Indians. That's why, because in India right now, it's their work day.
You've heard Pat and I talk about it recently. We this movie, seeing it more in HD, you can catch more flaws, but it makes it fun.
That's the part. I tell people that they're like, "Oh, you're making fun of it?" I said, "No, I'm celebrating because it's the charm of it. It's like you're always trying to find something that somebody else didn't see."
How badass is it that you could see a wrench in his hand here, right?
Yeah.
Look, do you see the wrench? I mean, come on. It was there now. Before you couldn't see it on a grainy VHS back as a kid. Plus here, there's another scene here when after Michael Michael. All right. When Michael's attacking Nurse Marion, which we just saw in the station wagon, she steps on the gas, turning the car towards some trees. And the next scene, when she jumps out of the car, Michael jumps in, and the car It's on the road and it's going straight. There's no trees in the way. Mhm.
Evil is gone.
He's gone from here.
I'm just gonna leave you there in the ground.
As I said on Sunday night, because we did the marathon. What was it? 4.5 hours of the podcast. So I got a good buzz on. So it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, the beer's gone. It's gone from here.
This was one of our cool things on the tour, though. This was fun.
It was
just getting this shot.
to see this establishing shot.
Everybody
And
was
now
getting
it's-
all fancy, art stylish and filmish.
We haven't talked about this since I watched this, Lurch. So do you look at this through a different lens now that you've actually been to these locations?
Absolutely. Yeah,
I mean, it's not in a bad
crazy,
way.
man.
It's just a crazier way because I'm like, look, and I'm like, damn, I was there. I saw this. I saw that. So when you've been there, it's just the weirdest thing. You look at it in a different way, not in a bad
The
way,
house
just like a
is
really
tan
cool
now,
way.
right? The house isn't white anymore.
No, it's gray. It's got gray side. It's painted
Gray or
gray,
tan?
grayish
Okay.
color.
And now somebody owns it. The new owner.
For what? $1.3 million? Sure. And it was funny because when I'm sitting there, I was shooting the house next door too, and like, oh yeah, what's that house? I go, well, that's the house she's looking at the trick or treaters when she comes home later. Like, and some girl was like, oh shit, that's right.
Did they actually shoot
And
the
then you can see
interiors
the
in the
palm
house?
tree in the far distance. What's that?
Did they shoot the interiors in that house?
The TV
I don't
footage
think
is
so.
the Elm Street house is what Sean Clark just revealed not
right,
too long ago.
That is true.
But
yeah,
I don't think
TV
it's the
footage
same
is
house,
interesting.
right, Pat? I don't think
I don't
it
think
is.
it's the interiors were used for this. I forget where. We have to go back and watch it. I forget. Here comes Tommy, and then off in the distance, you'll see a nice palm tree. There you go. What's the other ones I mixed?
And then you'll see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre van. No, just kidding. Not really. It sure as heck looks like it.
Why?
What is your timestamp?
Timestamp. I got 13 minutes
13,
and 17 seconds.
Okay.
They just got to the Myers house, and its original location. I hope so, Colin, because we definitely missed you. It would have been a blast. if
Colin,
you
we
were there.
missed you, bud. Yeah.
That would have been a
Yeah,
blast.
you got to, man.
We need somebody else to watch Darren with us. Just kidding.
Yeah, that car would be clouded out with those back-to-back. Oh, yeah, exactly. The smoking nurse.
So, had you guys only visited the locations during the tour, or did you do that on your own at all?
I went earlier in the week. I went on Monday
Okay.
when my wife and I flew in. Not all of them. I went to the Myers house. I went to the Strode house. I went to the Hedge. I hit a couple of them the
Okay.
first day, just because I was like, as soon as I got there, and the wife's like looking at me like a little kid. She's like, "You want to go look at the houses? Like, I want to shake the presents on Christmas Day." And I'm like, "Can we go? Can we go?"
Part of the reason why you didn't meet me right away, Joey, was because I took my friend Jeremy to go see the sights in the car, and then we came back. I took him to
Oh, cool.
the house and the Myers house and Lori's house, so that's why I was one of the later ones to meet you.
Okay.
Oh no! I told everybody.
Nobody listened. My kids, I took my kids spring break to show them a couple of them. They had no idea what the hell's going on. Remember that?
And
But
here's
they had
another
fun
one.
taking a picture with the pumpkin at Lori's house. So
You got to see, and Dr. Loomis is parked at a handicap spot.
yes, get back on that telephone.
Good evening.
Oh, there's Big Joe.
Oh shit,
Mine's
he's
in the
back.
house. Greg watched the 67 mistakes. It was great. Oh yeah, thanks. It's tell you, and that's not all for me. I didn't notice them all. Though that was a lot of research because some of them I didn't know until I researched it to put that video together. That's what's so much fun about this film.
Was the teacher talking about the same thing in 2018? I can't remember.
I thought there was some similar context to it, Lurch.
It was similar
You're right.
context, yeah, and that was
And that was
PJ.
PJ.
Oh, I didn't know that.
PJ
I
in
didn't
2018
timestamp.
talking?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, as the teacher.
Which I was
And actually, Greg and I were just talking about this scene when we were on his show, because back in the day when you watched the VHS, it wasn't as clear. You didn't really see Meyer's head till much later on. You saw the-
1553, Joe.
You saw the station wagon, but you really didn't see his head above it.
No, it's just a blur.
Yeah,
Power of HD, baby.
that's it. You start clearing that shit up. You see all sorts of shit. All sort of a picture postcards.
I love Michael in the daylight.
What's that?
I said I love Michael in the daylight. I think it's so scary.
I think there's a lot more people that don't like him like that, but I don't think it matters day or night. I think it's pretty good, or it's great both ways.
Yeah, I like
Yeah, yeah. Why not? Why not go both ways? What's the difference? Now,
That's
Brett,
why a
since
lot
you've
of
been
people.
you've been on
Sorry,
a tour
Ben.
before. Did he? I'm sorry. Did he ever take anybody to past the school?
The
On
school,
any of the tours?
I went to the school for the 20 or the 30th tour. Yeah, you do.
The
That's
school,
a little
is the
bit of
school
a
in
distance.
Pasadena?
It's in Pasadena, not South Pasadena. Yes,
Okay.
it's actually not too far from the high school where
Well, I was
Lori
wondering
and
why we
PJ
didn't go.
Yeah. Good old Brett LePage.
Now here,
making
watch.
it-
There's another goof and gaff. The boys run off out of frame. All three of them run out of frame. Then when they cut, you see Richie run towards Michael and run into him. So little weird
Now-
editing there.
Now, Pat, I'm not being sarcastic when I ask you this. You grew up in the 70s a little bit. Did you have longer hair like that?
Yeah, we had a bowl haircut. You know, my
Okay.
aunt, the Italian aunt who would cut your hair and have like the big granny ash over your face while she's cutting your hair. And you can't breathe. And that was we used to call it the Tupperware cut. Like, just put like a Tupperware cut bowl on your head and just snip around the.
When you
Yeah,
guys
I'll bring
first
up some
saw
old
that
photos.
scene where he stops the kid, wasn't that like do you remember seeing that for the first time? Like, holy shit, what the hell's going on?
Oh yeah, I would have shit myself. And there's another. So here, before he leaves, and Mike and Tommy starts walking, the streets filled with cars. Then he starts driving. All of a sudden, the cars are magically gone.
Now, Pat, if you guys don't know this here, when he passes the Tommy here, those windows were the windows Lori were looking out of in that classroom.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yep. Ryan said, "I've been telling my wife to go both ways for years. No luck so far." my wife and I were first dating. I made a joke about that. I said, "Well," she's like, "No, I just throw it out there. Can't fault me for throwing it out there." Ended that conversation quick.
Because I know him. I'm his doctor.
Newsflash: only hardware store closed during the day. Exactly. Or only hardware. Oh wait, quick! When he walks out of the phone booth, look to your right. You'll see the cameraman's reflection in the phone booth.
Oh, seen
That's
it. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it's wild. Is this BMW a two-door?
I don't know. I think so. I think it was.
I don't know.
Flag
if
him
I
up.
noticed.
So was he initially supposed to be talking to his wife on the phone there?
Yes,
That's what they were
initially
going
it
to
was supposed
originally
be-
do. Yeah.
Right, and it was actually Pleasant's suggestion to not have a wife. Oh, there it is. Ready? Watch.
Oh no, Pat's pickup line.
El conejo es rojo.
Now, Lurch and Pat, if you guys remember when we were at the VNA hospital, there was a broken down truck that looked like that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I look by. I'm like, look, it's the Phelps truck.
There's Barry Bernardi, right?
Barry Bernardi, yeah. And here's another goof and a gaff with if you're at the scene where Lori and Linda are walking past the lockers. Those type of lockers do not exist in Illinois. Those are outdoor lockers that you'll only see in California.
I can
Or
attest.
maybe Florida. just talk to Brady. It was snowing today by him. and we walked around this corner. We did this whole walk. Very surreal,
I bet.
Oh yeah. Most
seeing it
definitely.
now. Isn't it, Lurch? It's you look at it.
It's
so
weird,
so
man.
differently.
I get cold chills.
We walked right across when they crossed over to where the Hey Jerk speed kill scene is.
Yeah, see, when you go back, you could like take more time with it. You guys probably just bringing it all in. Like, I'd look forward to going back again just to have our own free time to sit in certain spots. Just to, yeah,
Yeah, we can
take
map
all
it out
in.
and just do it all on our own next time.
Eggs and soaking windows.
I'll definitely do drinks with Atkins again, though.
That I'll definitely do again.
Joe is doing the Myers. He's in method.
What part? Oh, hey, what's up, Ronnie? What part of the movie? My timestamp right now is 21 minutes and 35 seconds. Myers is driving by, and they just said, "Hey, isn't that the Von Graham?" So that's the scene we're at. Hey, Jerk, speed kills, and I got a real good photo too. It matches this perfectly. I was like, "Wow, perfect."
There was another mistake too, right there, where the music speeds up.
Yep, that's right. That's on my list. Yeah.
Yep.
As soon as that happens, you hear the it just goes up like it just speeds up a little bit. It's weird. Make sure there's anything else besides that.
Joe, you. 22:15 is what I have.
Shows like, I'm trying to see where I am. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. And that's a goof and a gaff right there. It's the Doyle house. I'm babysitting the Doyle house. It's only 3 houses down. No, it's not, Dopey. It's just diagonal across the street.
Yep. Oh, terrific.
I'm going to be saying this all day tomorrow now, Rob. It's going to be in my head. I'll be at work tomorrow. I have to go to Manhattan. I'll be like, no, es rojo. You're like, what?
Better than
There's a lot
what's
of
his
Spanish
name
guys at
from
work.
Rob Zombie's Halloween. You got that stuck in my head at age 45.
What's the matter, Barrett? You did jealous of your daughter's ass? Oh, Blake is in the house. What's up, Blake?
Happy Halloween, Blake.
Happy Halloween.
Hope it was good
Funny.
with the children.
And it's weird being in this scene when you go to the hedge and then you go see Linda's house is Mama's house from Mama's family. And actually being at the hedge, it was just the weirdest thing.
That was cool. They had the guy out there dressed up and take photos with
The
everybody.
cosplay.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He commented on one of my videos or one of them, and he's like, "Oh, I was the Myers at the hedge." I was like, "Oh, wow, cool," because he didn't take his mask off. I don't know who the hell he was.
I get a kick out of it though. Like it's much more finely trimmed because it's become a famous spot.
Well, you know why? It was the '70s. They didn't trim it. They didn't trim bushes as much in the '70s.
Where's the smoke? There goes the smoke.
Yeah, I know. That was
Am I-
that was a bad one. And then you see the people pop their head up over the hedge.
Yeah, I know. I saw with my brother in the theater over the weekend, and he yelled out, "Sit down!" Just like,
PYSL podcast. Haven't seen you guys in a while. What's up, man?
hello.
Ryan, I'm right there with you. Little landscape and it's curb appeal that sells. Excuse me, Lori. I didn't mean to touch you there. He sounds like such a creeper.
Such a creeper.
Excuse me.
And then you see him walk away and put a pipe in his mouth. If people don't notice that, he puts a pipe in his mouth.
Freaking, yeah,
Yeah,
Dave
that's the only
Brockway
time he
fucking-
smokes it during the movie, right?
Yeah.
Only time.
Yes, indeedy.
I noticed that
Now
it was
it's wet
raining
out.
right
A
here
minute
too.
ago, it was
Yeah.
dry.
Yeah.
Now it's wet. Yep. John Carpenter, Rob Zombie. Are we trying to compare the movies? Because that's there's no comparison.
But you know what's cool, Rob Zombie, with the adult, all the stuff in the neighborhood here. He gives a nice little swan song to a lot of the stuff in the area, which was pretty cool.
He really does. And like when we were talking about favorite scenes, and one of my favorite scenes is when you see Linda, Laurie, and Andy looking out the window, and they see Tyler standing there, and I thought it was great that they had him standing in front of the Strode house. Because as a Halloween geek, that's the first thing you're like, wow, he's in front of the Strode house. How cool is that?
I have a
You know-
question. No, are you guys at the part where she's just saw the trick or treaters?
Yeah, now she's about ready to close her window.
Now she's
Okay,
just about to
so
close her
when
window.
So a little back when she saw the kids and she said, "I thought you outgrew superstition." What was superstitious about that? I always wondered that as a kid.
I was thinking she
following
might be thinking like Halloween, like maybe like Boogeyman, or like, I'm just thinking she's thinking, people say on Halloween, crazy shit happens. She's listening, she's
Okay.
thinking the Boogeyman,
nervous.
or just
Nervous.
Okay.
yeah. That's the only thing I can think of. That it is vague.
Okay. Yeah,
You know
I
what's
there's
funny?
something I missed.
Wouldn't you think, though, she's freaking out here, right? Doesn't a little bit of that she might believe Tommy later on? I guess not.
Well, that was what this was what. If you guys go back and watch my what if, one of my what ifs is, what if Lori told her parents that there was somebody stalking her? Hey, Mom, Dad, what? There's a guy in a mask that's been following me all fucking day. He was outside the window in school. He was stalking. He was driving past us. He was behind a hedge staring at me. Then he was in the backyard. What did she do? Nothing. And then I
Rob,
have
though,
this
you bring
conversation with my son. My son gets
Yeah.
he gets pissed when they make the wrong decisions. I said, if they made the right decisions, there would be no horror movie. They're supposed to make the wrong decisions. That's what gets them killed. What was
Rob
that?
brings
I'm
up
sorry.
that point about the smoke. He doesn't light it, but he sure as heck uses that lighter in a significant part of the movie. The yellow lighter.
No, I don't think Loomis. I don't think Donald Pleasant smoked because every time they hand him a cigarette in the films, he never smoked one. If you gave him a glass of scotch, that's a different story. Give him a glass of bourbon, he'll die in that shit. See, now too bad we couldn't see Robert Englund picking up the leaves after the scene.
Pat, I am so impressed with Joe's method right now. This is great.
Yeah.
I know. I'm impressed.
That
He
or-
was sitting there. He was drinking through the mask a minute ago. And this is another surreal moment, man. Actually being there, sitting on that stoop and getting a photo,
I
surreal. That was your first time being out there, right, Lurch?
Yeah, it's first time,
Yeah.
in California in general, yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Now, I remember telling this story. The guy that owns the station wagon that goes around to the shows, he told me he's looking for this Monte Carlo.
He is. That's right.
Yeah, that damn Dr. Loomis parking in a handicap spot. Yep. Dirty rat.
What an ass. Are we sure he didn't have a handicap thing in his car?
Now, and here we were at this. It's weird because you go back and look at the cemetery. It looked like they had mowed the lawn in weeks in the film, and when we went, it was manicured perfectly. Right?
Sure was. This guy,
And it was
just
so
died
cool to be
recently.
there.
He's only died like a couple years ago. This guy.
He was up there in age, yeah.
Gotta love the haircuts that just go over your ears like that.
At least have the Elvis chops. My dad had the Elvis chops.
Look at Charles Cyphers had him.
Charles Cyphers, yeah, that was the style, man.
I like the all denim.
Yeah, look at that. I think Joe's dressed up like this before a couple times.
Oh, there's the Sinclair. There's the Sinclair headstone that we took pictures at. What happened?
Sorry, Joe. I said Joe dresses like this guy sometimes.
He's trying not to break character.
on that jacket. Don't you think Loomis was starving?
Now-
Did he ever eat?
Yeah, you never see him eat, or he's an older gentleman too. It's like if that was me, every 5 minutes I'd be like, Sheriff, where can I take a piss?
It's like freaking Jack Bauer in those 24 shows, right? When does he go to the bathroom? When does he eat?
This one I forgot to read before. So the conversation when Linda was going on and on about, I have to get my hair done. I have to get my hair done, and the dance, and there's all learn the new cheers in the morning. Couldn't have happened. You know why? Because Halloween was on a Tuesday in 1978, so there was no way she was learning cheers before class and getting her hair done because she would have been in school.
I don't know about you now. Ever since age 45 now, I can't stop thinking of when I see Nancy Loomis thinking about Tommy Lee Wallace about sleeping in the Myers house, that whole thing during the Q&A. She's looking at him like,
Yeah.
what the hell are you doing? It's like, yeah, we got so tired. We just slept in the bedroom in the house.
You got hungry. Yeah, he likes to eat dogs. I mean, he killed Lester. He didn't eat Lester, though.
Hey, Pat, you think that bakery that we stopped for you to go to the potty trip behind this place was still there?
I wonder if it was there.
I doubt it.
And for those that always complain about this scene where they're like, oh, how did they not smell the pot? In the novelization, he makes mention of smelling it. He just didn't say anything to them. But for some, in the novelization, when they're following, Annie notices that he's following in the car. Why they didn't make mention of it in the film, I have no idea. It would have been cool.
And there's only a 10-year age gap, realistically, between Nancy Loomis and Charles Cyphers.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
exactly. True. Creepy. All right, so now look over Loomis's shoulder to that empty lot across his left shoulder, right by the train track arms. That's the lot where the Myers house is now. For those that have never been out there, you can see it's an empty lot right there. Yep, Michael did look both ways before he came out, though.
Yeah, we hope Charles Cyphers is okay. Been hearing his health is a little scary right now.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Michael kills sometimes out of necessity, not because any other reason, just wrong place. Yeah, he tends to kill if you're in his way. If he needs something or you're in his way. Mostly.
I didn't know he thought
He's
about
looking both
things
ways.
like
That was-
Maury.
That is weird when you look if you zoom in, you see Michael look both ways. For some reason, it is kind of funny to see him do
Yeah.
that. I think I'm with Ben Tramer.
It's pretty high quality lenses there when you could see the freaking fingerprints and everything on the windshield. God.
Yeah.
Well, that was it. They said that's what Tommy Lee Wallace said. It's one of the things John Carpenter insisted on. He made damn sure they used top of the line shit, and which was smart. Now this road, where is this road? Because it's weird. It's got that little canal down the center of the road. This would have been nice to find this street.
I don't know. I highly doubt they're driving all the way to South Hollywood or North Hollywood, wherever the hell, Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, it'd be
Orange
nice to
Road.
find out where this street is. It wouldn't be hard to see because it's got like a water drainage in the center of it, which is odd. All right, let's see.
I had heard
Okay,
that
so
that
here.
was a reshoot.
Oh, you heard that was a reshoot? Okay.
Well, I heard that was a reshoot because of the timing with the lighting. So it went from being so bright out at the hardware store to then this where it's so dark that they did a reshoot where the sun was going down to try to
Sun was going
narrow the
down.
timeline. Yeah.
Makes sense. Don't park where the dumpster's going to go 45 years
All right, so
later.
here's another one. So when Laurie is dropped off at the Doyle house, you can see that there are glass panels on the front door. All the other remaining shots, you see the door is solid wood. So they changed the door. And
Now, like you
also,
guys
the other
are
one
talking-
I missed. Oh, the other one. Due to daylight savings time, it would be dark when Annie picks up Laurie. In 1978, the clocks were turned back the last weekend in October. So if she said, I'm picking her up at 6:30, she would have picked her up in the dark.
Now, Lurch, Pat and I
This
talked
is-
about this. Okay, we're
Go
gonna
ahead,
say
Brad. I'm
Pat.
sorry. No, go. Yeah.
When you first go out here and you see these two houses, doesn't it feel like when you're watching a movie, it's like a mile away from each other, but it's like not that far across the street.
Yeah, it's wild.
The cameras make it.
It is. It looks like. Yeah, it does. Because I remember standing there. I'm like, how do you not see that there's a guy right fucking there? It's so close when you're actually physically there. But my wife did make mention. She's like, when he starts walking towards that tree, and because she was watching the video of the stuff I did out there, she's like, damn, in 45 years, that tree is like twice the size
Huge.
in width.
2008
huge now.
wasn't nearly that size either.
No.
It may have something to do with Carpenter shooting in like wide angles, too.
Rob, I didn't. I know I was talking to Joe about it. The cards, they were, they sold those out quick.
Yeah, I didn't get them.
I know it's got
I
a
already
particular card.
had them,
Oh, well.
and basically all they. Yeah, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of buying the same shit over and over again. And sick of it, to be honest with you. Oh, MB's in the house.
Hello, Mary Beth. Hello.
Take it
Joe.
off, honey. She's telling you to take it off, Big Joe.
Was it getting tired some, Joe? Was it warm?
No, because somebody turned the heater on.
I can't do that from Chicago.
That's no insider fact. What's up, everybody?
What's up, man?
What's up?
Hey.
Joe's got his disc jockey's voice going. That's awesome.
So this is
I
the other one
have
too.
to-
When
I have to
where
just
it's
say,
going
man,
out. Bracket
I'm
it and Loomis
really
show up. There's no. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joe. Go.
no. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm just super excited to have everybody here and we get to watch this shit together because this shit.
This is
Today's
awesome.
just been fantastic, man. We got to go to the gas station. I got to just overall have a great day. Trick or treaters, give out candies, be in costume, and then end it while watching this with you guys. It doesn't get any better. So cheers to you guys. I also took off the mask because I wanted to drink.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Yes. What do we got here?
Cheers,
Some
everyone.
whiskey?
Yeah,
whiskey?
whiskey again, man. Cheers,
Mhm.
everybody. Yes.
Whiskey is the devil. No, I was going to say, one of the goofs and gaffs is, if you notice, when Bracket and Loomis walked to the house, they just walk right into the Myers house. Early in the film, Laurier's dropping the key off. So why would the door be unlocked? They just walked right in.
There's Michael again, leaving clues around, leaving
Well,
doors
remember
open.
we
doors
did the
unlocked.
novelization, right? When we did the novelization, when they were about to go, they made mention of it. Loomis said, "Do you have a key?" And he's like, "No." Loomis said, "Maybe I'll go around the side and go through the door." But then when they got to the front door, they saw that the doorknob was broken because Michael broke it to get in. So they just walked in.
Oh yeah, broke the door, just breaking and entering. Fuck it.
Break that bitch open.
Hey, cheers, Colin. I know it's late over there, brother. Thank you for being here, man.
Joe, you quit working. Yeah, it was too hot in that freaking suit. I don't blame him.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
definitely.
For official work, I took off Monday, Tuesday, and
Cheers,
Wednesday
Colin.
because I do that shit every year. I don't work on Halloween. Fuck that. Hell no.
Yeah, well, I have to go to Manhattan tomorrow, and I did talk to the manager where I got to do some work, and he's like, I know today's your high holy day. So what time are you gonna be in tomorrow? I said, late morning, early afternoon.
Your high holy day.
High holy day. Wow. Like, don't hate. Haters gonna hate.
Yeah, they all know. They all know I'm whack.
Y'all work tomorrow? Lurch, you work tomorrow?
Yeah, man, but I'm hitting up Spirit before I go in.
Yeah.
Clearance it up.
Clearance, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Will they still
Clearance
take 20%
tomorrow, yeah.
off? Too?
I would. Yeah, this was when Michael Myers was fun. He played with people. It was fun when he played with people.
Played with people.
Right there, pedophile.
I see my
Much.
internet getting wonky.
He fondled people. He played with them.
Spirit fingers.
Spear fingers, right? I mean, how about you, Miss Colorado, Jolie? Jolie. You work tomorrow?
I have to work tomorrow, yes, unfortunately. I have a
Don't
busy
sound
day.
enthusiastic. No, why don't you? Sheesh. That's right. What about my other fellas?
Somebody
What
up
about,
tomorrow.
anyway, what about you, Freddie? You
I
work tomorrow,
am.
buddy?
I am.
Every day is work, Joe. Whether you're a father, whether you're an employee.
Yeah, oh, you're right, my brother. You're right.
I'm just kidding. I do work. Yeah, I do have to work. Yeah.
Awesome.
I have 2 autopsies tomorrow already, and I feel like the night is young, so who knows what the rest of the night will bring in.
Cheers. Do you have like a set? Do you have like a set schedule, or you just show up whenever?
I have a set schedule, but we
Like you-
schedule autopsies just as they come in.
How long you been doing that?
16 years.
Wow.
Jeez Louise.
My God, bless your heart.
It's
That's a
long
lot of
time.
bodies.
It's a lot of bodies.
It's not exactly right to ask, did you have a favorite? But you can't have a favorite.
Oh my God.
A favorite. No, here's the
I don't
one.
know.
Did you ever do anybody you knew?
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's got to be rough. That's got to
Yeah.
be rough.
What's hard is when we get called out, we don't really know what we're going to. We just have an address. And so sometimes you recognize the address, but if it's a car accident or something that's just on the road, you don't know what you're going to see until you get there.
Damn.
So I have done two
man.
celebrities. I wanted to tell you guys that.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the drummer of the Doobie Brothers.
Oh wow.
And do you remember Amanda Peterson? She was an actress from the 80s. She was in Can't Buy Me Love.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
that
I
the
remember
blonde?
her. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She died. She OD'd, didn't she?
She died in Greeley a couple years back, 2015 maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty crazy. We don't get a lot of celebrities, but
I'm just glad you're over there because if I died and needed to do an autopsy, I'd be like, I swear it was cold in the room. I'd be like George Costanza. Shrinkage! It was cold. The water was cold.
Shit. I was in the pool. I was in the pool.
It was in the pool.
Now, I don't know where y'all are at on the movie, but that silhouette of that shot of Michael, that silhouette
Is
Awesome,
just
right?
the best.
as a kid seeing that, Tommy seeing that, that's that's terrifying, man.
I'm
Literally
at
the
42,
boogeyman.
47. And this was
And there-
genius by Carpenter, adding in the heavy breathing. Because it
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
have to add that, but that heavy breathing in the mask just makes it so much more effective.
I've certainly knocked over one of my mom's hanging pots like that before.
I've done that. I've done it too, believe me. I've done it.
Nancy
My wife would
Loomis
always forget this. I've done it.
and those little chonies, those granny chonies. Wow, were those fashionable back then?
Colin and I are on the same page. Yeah, Pat, like a cashew hanging over a walnut.
I got my.
It's cold in here. Turn the heat on.
We had to turn the fireplace on tonight. It was nuts.
So it was it snowing over there?
Still snowing. Well, all five of my
Damn.
Myers inflatables are to the ground. They're dead.
Oh man,
All the snow is poured on them.
I lost my
how cold is
Frankenstein
it there,
blower.
Brett?
I think it was about 37 degrees.
Okay. It was about 17 here the other day on Sunday. It snowed and it was cold.
Damn, 17
Really?
degrees.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, are you at a high, well, you're at the higher elevation because are you in Colorado proper or like suburbs of it? Because the elevation's really
northern
high
Colorado.
there, right?
Yeah. We're about, I mean, I guess might be a little higher than Denver, so a little higher than 5280.
Very nice.
I'm ready for that shit. I hate snow.
I
Listen,
think,
why'd you move to Pennsylvania?
Pat, you could go visit Pikes Peak during the summer. It's like warm out, but then when you get up to halfway up that way, it's winter. it's wild.
I mean, it was actually before it was almost like hail, almost like a light, like frozen rain thing before. That was about it. I saw the boogeyman. I saw him. Did I miss anything else?
The boogeyman.
I want to know what happened to that costume that Tommy's wearing, that astronaut outfit.
He probably remember the story is a lot of them just used their own clothes because there was no budget.
Yeah.
So it might have been his own pajamas.
No, he was trying to sell his script, right? Did he end up selling it? Or we were talking about that. Were we talking about that in California?
There was a
Or no?
guy. There was one. There's a guy that has a Facebook Myers group that I've become friends with this guy Michael Doolin, and I'm an admin in his group, and he reached out to me and said, "Look, I talk to Tommy Doyle all the time, not Tommy Doyle, Brian Andrews. He's interested in selling his original script. Would you be interested?" I said, "Yeah, just give me a price and let me know what he wants for it." Then I didn't hear anything back for a while. Then all of a sudden, I saw it pop up on eBay for like $3,500, which would be almost okay. But then it was taken down, and then a couple of days later, it was up there for like $6,500. I'm like, well, you don't put something up and raise the price. So I'm like, $6,500, because it is autographed by a lot of people, but for some reason he had Danielle Harris autograph it, which really killed it for me.
That's
Like, why would you have
crazy.
Danielle Harris on an original Halloween script?
Yeah, why would you have a good plate of food and throw shit on it? Why would you do
Don't
that?
be stupid.
I'm stupid.
Yeah, it's true. Like the funny story, when I first started dating my wife, one day we went away for a week, and she made breakfast, and she made me scrambled eggs, and she's like, "How does everything taste?" I'm like, "Fine." I'm like, what does that taste in the eggs? She put sugar in the scrambled eggs.
What?
And I'm like, why the hell would you put sugar? She's like, when we were kids, for her mother to get them to eat eggs, she used to put sugar. And I'm like, no.
I've heard of milk or
we don't
heavy
put sugar in
whipping
eggs.
cream. I don't know if I've ever heard of.
Yeah. That was the last time she
Anybody
did
ever
that.
heard of? Anybody ever heard of diabetes? Shit.
Oh, I'm like, no.
Now, before HD though, you couldn't really see him in the background there in that shot as much. That was another shot, right, Pat?
Yeah, but when they pan over to Lindsay, you see that crew member behind the couch too. If you look to her right, on the left of the screen, you see a crew member behind the couch moving.
Question: who looked hotter in a work shirt like that? That girl, or the one from Risky Business with Tom Cruise? What was her name?
Rebecca De Mornay?
Rebecca De Mornay.
Yeah. Who was hotter in the shirt? Oof. Who was hotter?
Joe? I don't know. Rob, not even an inch, man. It's not going to stick, by the way, the snow we got.
There's nothing new. Funny thing, Colin, last time I was in Ireland, which was a couple of years ago, we were there for like 6 days, and I think it drizzled once. It was like one of those rare occasions. Even the friends of ours who live in Donegal, were just like, "You guys must be good luck," because usually it rains like every day. It didn't rain while we were there. It was actually warm.
Every time I think of Rebecca De Mornay, besides Risky Business, I think of that Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Remember that movie?
The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. She was creepy in that.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I give the edge to her.
I really paid attention. Yeah, I would too, Joe. I think I'm with you.
Yeah, I give it to her.
Well, I feel like
thought there was
Nancy
a
Loomis'
refrigerator freezer
backside. In two different scenes, she's wearing two different pairs of underwear.
Hey, them chonies are old school grannies, but I ain't complaining.
Yeah. All right, she got not a bad can. Oh, look, there's Brett's phone. He was carrying around
That's
H45.
my phone. Give it back to me.
Oh my god. One. Two. Three. Hey, am I the only one? You collect shit, right? You have something and then you always put the tags back on. Like you carefully remove them and then you carefully put it back on.
Oh, yeah.
Joe, you're not going to believe it. I've done that for all my Trick or Treat Studios ones.
Hey, Lurch,
put
I
my
love you,
end
bro.
tag back on.
Because you were wearing this son bitch, weren't you? Just now, hold on. You were just wearing this one, right? Oh no, we can't hear you, bro.
I think you're on mute, Lurch.
Yeah, I repainted mine, man.
Oh, I love it. Yours looks
Oh.
good, dude. I figured that. It looks fucking great.
I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Yeah, and I hate the head tags, man.
Oh, dude, it's terrible.
That's why I didn't want to buy my H2 Rob Zombie one at Party City. Top tags, man.
Girl from State of Grace looked good in her work. Oh,
Them
yeah.
top
That's a good
tags
movie.
can suck
Film.
ass.
And speaking of about that phone call, I heard that was John Carpenter that was supposed to be Paul.
I heard that.
On
Yes,
the
that
phone.
is
It is,
Paul.
that's John
That is
Carpenter.
his fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Yep, that's Mr. Carpenter.
You got that right, Lurch, man. You got it right, man. Oh, man, look at that antenna on that TV. Oh, God, I'm thinking of child years.
I remember, that's flashing back to when I was a kid, and I'd be sitting there moving the rabbit ears for my father when he was trying to watch the news.
You had to get up and change the channel and shit. Fuck.
Yeah,
alright.
I was the remote control.
You guys know that house has changed so much. Doesn't
It's
even look like it.
unrecognizable at this point. That's why I'm nervous about the Doyle house, what they're going to do to it.
Also known as Sally
Don't ruin
Kellerman's
it.
house from Back to School.
Yeah.
392 Mopar. What's going on, man?
Omar's in the house.
What's going on, man?
What up? What up?
You
Happy
like
Halloween?
that? You like my slang after a drink here? What's going on, man?
That's fucking funny, bro.
Come on, man.
Come
Brother-
on, man.
Are the kids still up? I thought the wife was going to sit in with us tonight.
I'm waiting for her, but she was up pretty late helping get this costume sewed up for my son. Didn't I tell you that? Used a sewing machine, and I haven't used a sewing machine in 30 years. We'll talk about that later. Oh, God.
Is that the one you like with the foot pedal?
Yeah. When I was at school, I didn't know there was a foot pedal sewing machine. I was like, what the hell?
Oh shit! I'm talking like I know what I'm talking about. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, you got a few years. You're a few years younger, Joe.
A
Joe?
couple, just a couple. Joe,
Well,
Joe,
there
are
was
you
a
talking
few-
to me or
There was a
Jolene?
few that
Which
passed
one?
by.
Oh, that's Jolene or Joey, I thought. So that's why we say Colorado.
So there was a few that are on the list that did go by. So if you notice, as you're watching the kids watch the TV, the television is playing The Thing from Another World completely out of order as they're watching it. And is everybody doing the scene now where she's walking to the garage?
Yeah, she's wearing them long
I can tell you-
yellow.
Every
Just
time I
walked
go out
over
of the
new grass.
front of my house and
The
walk
hell?
around this, every time I walk out the front of my house and I walk along the side of my house, I whistle this all the fucking time. I'm walking along the side of my house, I'm like, all the time. Yes, I am that geek.
I believe you were whistling that outside of the Days Inn when I was in Cherry Hill, New Jersey with you.
I think I can guarantee I was. I'm sure.
I don't want to know what y'all was whistling to each other.
Damn right.
Do not want to know what y'all was whistling. Success!
That's between me. That's between me, Brett, and the Days Inn.
I got the tags
And the
back
girl
in.
next door in the hotel room.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, and the porno being shot in the room next to us.
That was so bizarre. That was so bizarre. Anyways, on to other things.
Got the tags back in.
Oh, and here's another one right here. Where is the one I was just reading? Okay. Oh, after Lindsay agrees to Annie's suggestion of watching the horror movie with Tommy at his house, they immediately leave with a throw blanket and a bowl of popcorn. The TV's left on, and the couch cushions and newspaper on the couch are disturbed. When Annie just went in to get her keys, the TV's off, newspaper is neat, everything is all like the room wasn't even touched.
Oh.
This was the shirt that Malika Cod got for me with the Tales from the Crypt comic book type cover with them in the car. That's a cool shirt.
I love high socks because of the scene.
High socks, yes.
Oh,
my
yes,
high
right. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that picture of people. So John hit me up today and said, "Oh, there's people with Christmas lights out already." If I would just kick them right in the shins. If I saw them walk out of the house, I'd just knee them right in the balls, kick them in the shins. Be like, seriously, dude, what are you doing?
No,
You know what?
No, our outdoor
There's
garage
Leslie Nielsen.
lights, we have those multicolor lights where you could change colors. So they're orange and then they'll go to red and green in December.
Hey, quick question. Did y'all ever notice that the comic book that's laying on the little couch while they're watching TV is Howard the Duck?
Isn't that cool, Joe?
That is awesome.
You're a Howard the
Yeah.
Duck fan, aren't you? I could tell.
I love Howard the Duck.
Kiss was in
love
it was
Howard
in
the
an
Duck.
issue of Howard the Duck back in the 70s. believe it or
Dude,
not.
that is incredible. Why am I barely noticing that? What the shit?
Who is that? Leah Thompson in
So
that?
here's
with
another.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Leah
she's
Thompson,
a
yeah,
babe.
oh,
She's a
God,
babe.
I love Leah Thompson.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, what a
Someday,
babe.
Lorraine, someday you'll be my wife.
Biff.
So,
Now,
all right, so
Biff.
here's a good one.
Now, Bev.
So when Michael is carrying Annie around the side of the Wallace house, her head is on the left side of Michael's body. When they cut back after Tommy's reaction, Annie's head is now on Michael's right side.
Yeah, they fucked that up.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Well, I'm sorry. What was that?
So
They
when
messed that
he
up?
first sees him walking, yeah,
Second
when he
take,
first sees
she's
him
on the other
walking,
side.
yeah, her head's on one side, then they flash back, her head's on the other side.
No, I love you. I love you, Brad. I'm not used to you cursing. That's all. I'm like, what was that? Come again?
Wouldn't it be funny if there was a blooper where she hit her head on the door when she was going in?
I believe you, Tony.
He was just trying to scare the shit out of her, and she's just forgiving him. Not cool.
See, Jamie Lee before is wearing like this little blue sweater over this light blue shirt that she's wearing now. So she traded it out for the whatever she's wearing. I think that's a sexy look. She's got like that carpenter look. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
She looks sexy. Sexy carpenter lady.
Right, Rob,
I like
We
that.
found out on the
Not
last
like
podcast that you're
Sirbs with
actually
the
older than
grub
me.
sticking
I don't
out.
know more often.
Hey, hold on. I didn't get a chance to comment on Pat's freaking suit. Like, how sexy is this guy? Like,
That is
come on.
sweet.
Yeah,
What are you
Love
doing?
it.
I
Pat,
even
I
tried to
know
tie
you
it
probably
up.
have pants with that, but that needs shorts.
Funny story.
awesome,
I
isn't
do
it,
have the
Joe?
pants, and I did put the pants on. And when I went to put the zipper up, the zipper was open, so I could get the zipper up. So I was afraid if I stand up,
How'd you get all the way to the top?
they found Mr. Wiggy.
They're like, how'd you get the beans above the Frank? The Frank above the. How'd you
How'd you get the beans above the front? So I opted for I put my regular pants back on. I'm like, nah, nobody can see me from the waist down. Nobody needs to see.
You look good, brother. You look good. You like
You
on a
look
business
awesome.
meeting.
Pat, they gotta make a suit like that for you with all 3 Halloween 3 masks on it. You'll have to get that one.
Hey, Pat,
Yeah, come on with an H3 suit. I'm buying that shit.
get your ass away from there.
Man, I love that smile.
And
he
meeting
gives
Lonnie,
that
Lonnie was a
shitty
nice
Isn't that
guy,
cute?
man.
Yeah,
It's a
he
cute
does,
smile,
right?
Lurch, isn't it? It's a cute
Yeah.
smile.
Lurch,
That's
good
their
call.
brackets
Right?
got those
Smile.
fucking
Yeah,
burnt,
for
those
sure.
sideburns, bro. Those sideburns are fucking legendary.
He doesn't show his
He's got the
teeth there,
Elvis
Lurch. It's
mutton
just like,
chops.
Yeah.
He's so proud of himself. I love it.
yeah, right? I just messed with some kids.
Mhm.
Where are you guys now?
Some more fancy talk.
He's talking to
Okay, you're a fancy talk. Okay. He's talking
Yeah.
about bracket. Okay.
I'm at 58
Yeah, but-
minutes, 27 seconds.
But Brent LePage was a very cool dude. So I
Yes.
guarantee you're going to see him around again. He really enjoyed being there.
One day you're gonna general manage the Cleveland Indians. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey,
They have had Christmas decorations in August. Oh yeah, they have that already here. Like they've had Christmas shit out for weeks here in the States. But nobody's had
Oh,
the balls
look
to
at-
put it outside.
Look at who's arrived. Look who's arrived
Oh,
in the
there he
chat,
is.
Pat.
Oh,
There
here's
he
another
is.
one. Look at there's
what's
Bob
up, Travi?
Sims' van, and look at the front plate. It's got a California plate on it. What's up,
Man,
Travis?
thank you, everybody coming into the chat here. This is great. Ryan, are you still
Yeah,
there?
thanks,
I know
everybody.
you got to get up early for stuff. I know you got to be in there, buddy. Where are you at, buddy? You in there too? Still? Oh.
That's awesome.
Now, how
Yeah,
funny is this, Pat? Like, we don't know that's Jamie Lee's blouse until they make the 81 footage.
It's true, right? Yeah, that's true. That's a good one. And here's another one where Bob opens the door, carries Linda over the threshold, and never shuts that door. But it's magically closed later.
Now, Colorado, what would you think if Dennis Quaid was supposed to be in this role, which he was supposed to be? Wouldn't that have been wild?
Yeah, I can see it though.
They were married, right, at the time?
Yeah.
yeah, they were married. He's actually a really nice
Remember,
guy.
this is the.
Dennis Quaid?
And remember, like we said
no,
before.
no,
Oh,
John,
John
Michael
Michael
Graham.
Graham.
Yeah,
Oh,
Awesome
he
guy,
was
yeah.
super nice. It was really nice. Remember, this house right here is the house that directly next to the Doyle house, the interior,
Mhm.
which I
Now,
did not
Joe,
know
did-
until Sean showed us that. I did not know that.
Lurch, did you get John Michael Graham at age 45, or did you get him at a previous convention?
no, I got him at age 45. Yeah,
I asked him
think
where
I
the
got
glasses were. He said he left them at
him
home. I'm like, seriously, why'd you leave the
Houston-
glasses at home?
I got him in Houston before age 45.
You got him.
Yeah, I met him and his partner.
Partner?
Partner.
Howdy, partner.
gonna get you.
Bob mentions ripping Lindsay's clothes up. Yeah, he's a freakoid on when he,
Yeah, for the time that was like,
Such a pedo comment. Who says that?
absolutely.
even for 1978, right? Just bad. Doesn't matter when it happened.
Bob Bench is ripping Lynch's clothes off. Yeah, is that wrong?
Hey, but what's fucked up is somebody wrote that for him to say.
Right.
It's like not the actor, the motherfucker who wrote that.
Carpenter.
Shit. Yeah, it's fucking
Actually,
freaking.
no, actually, that's Depper Hill. Depper
Yeah.
Hill pretty much wrote the script. Carpenter just put all
Yeah,
the
it probably should have been better fitting saying Lori's or Annie's clothes or something like that.
But even then, it's still like.
Oh, before I forget, so I because we're already an hour in. So I did upload some of my favorite things in my collection because I'm a geek.
I love it.
So there is my 35 millimeter print of Halloween. All 5 canisters of it that weigh 8,000 pounds if you try to lift it.
Jesus Christ.
Sounds like a freaking like
that's
pool
a-
table slab.
How do you see? My thing
It
is
is
like you
heavy
must have
as hell.
paid a lot of motherfucking money for shipping on them bitches.
I was just
Okay,
thinking that.
when I bought it, the shipping was $150.
Jesus H
Get
Christ.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
That
it was
is
$150 for shipping.
Get the fuck out of here. Somebody else, I said it myself.
That's nuts, bro. Is it so? Did you buy them as a whole? Like you bought them individually?
No, I bought it off for a collector
Nice.
as one shot. This is a 35 millimeter trailer that would be shown in the theaters. Just I think it's a teaser trailer, so I think it's like an hour. It's like a minute and 30-second trailer.
All that film for a minute?
Yeah. This is a 16 millimeter commercial spot that you would see. Like they would play this as a commercial for like on television. So I've actually looked at this because I don't have a player for it, and you can see. Remember the ones that are on a lot of the sets that go the one, the only, the classic, or one of those?
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Halloween.
Except it doesn't have the one, the only
Immortal
classic, because that came out later.
Classic.
It's everything except the Immortal Classic because it's from '78. They added that shit later.
Jeez, look at the
Like, the
shape
rest
in
of
the
it's the
center of
same.
that reel. That's wild looking.
It's weird. Yeah.
That's dope.
Isn't that weird? I'm from Holland.
This is so back in the day, radio stations used to advertise movies too. So this would be sent to a radio station. This is I think it's a 1/2-inch tape that put on a reel to reel and play. There's three commercial spots on here. So this is what it looks like on the inside.
That's cool. That place is not far from me.
That's really cool.
Let's see what else is here. These would go out to radio stations as well. These are 45 RPM records that have commercial spots that they would just play instead of using the reel to reel that you just saw. They would just put the record on. So there was actually 2 versions. There's this one and this one. One's only got 2 cuts on it. This has 3. Actually, the difference is this one has a review spot. So this came out a little bit later, where they said like so and so from the Village Voice says it's the scariest movie ever. It's one of those if you listen to it.
Oh, that's nuts.
Don't get dressed. There's my one
It
sheet.
just sounds like she's got a
Poster.
mouthpiece in her. Something. Go get me a beer.
Fucking turns
And
into
I'll throw
actress
some
and
more
scare me up here.
shortly. Let's get back to the movie. So that's some of the fun stuff in my collection. We'll get back to some more.
What was that last thing that you had there you showed, though, Pat? I'm sorry. What was that last
That was
thing?
an original one sheet.
Oh, the original. Ah.
Oh
It's
man,
got
I'd
nice
love to
little-
have one of those.
Look.
That's my one sheet. Actually, which I have to swap out. It's due to be in one of the frames. I try to mix and match the
Now-
posters to mix it up a little
Now,
bit.
does Bob say asshole, not asshole? You asshole. Sounds like
He kind of says it like the guy in Friday the Part 2. Asshole when he's getting his truck towed away.
Oh yeah. So you saw the door open, right? You saw the door open. Does Michael have like some like supernatural powers or some shit that caused the door to open? Because obviously it wasn't fucking
asshole.
him.
he's the best.
Yeah, it wasn't him. He didn't fucking do it because he's hiding in the fucking thing.
Thanks, Colin.
See what I'm saying? Like, what made the door open up a little bit and then he went to go investigate?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It just opens up
That's-
a little bit.
Yeah, that's fucking
I ha-
supernatural shit.
All this
This is
stuff
Tom
is
Savini's
I'm
favorite
leaving
scene.
everything to my son because my son will take care of it. My daughter, my wife will sell it in 2 seconds. My son won't let anything go.
Where was it? John Michael Graham. He says the best acting was his feet, right? Did he say that in one documentary?
His toe death. His toes death.
If you see the position of the knife, it's more towards his stomach than his chest.
Oh, I did miss a few because I was too busy yapping.
That's
So
pretty.
after Linda and Bob call Lori from the Wallace's house to go upstairs bedroom to have sex, there's daylight. If you go back and look at it, daylight peering through the blinds on either side of the bed. They must have shot it during the day. They just closed the blinds to block it out.
Well, look at it right now. Go back to it. Yeah. Looks like daylight to me.
Yeah, it's daylight right there. And then, of course, which before everybody knows the dolly track where she tripped over the dolly track, which already passed.
We missed it. Damn it.
Man, this sucks. The subtitles
Nice
are
knobs.
blocking my view. That is dirty. These subtitles are dirty. Get out of here.
I said asshole. The 35mm rub.
Travis, that's Pat's favorite scene in Halloween 5.
Well, I'll bring it up. Let me see. My mother said her and a boyfriend caught a Halloween film on Tubi, not knowing which, and proceeded to describe the cookie woman scene from part 5 to me. Dale's gas station, 5th and Main.
Stop it.
The large woman who works there? What do they sell there?
The big woman in the store? The woman?
You drunkenly
A big
quizzed me
woman.
on that, Pat. Do you remember that?
I know, and apparently my
Dale's
drunken
gas station,
haze.
right?
I
Yeah,
was,
he
I was
quizzed
saying
me
how much
on
I love
what
that movie.
Yeah,
He was
that's
like,
because
"Well,
we
what
brought
was
up.
the address.
Is that when we were ranking them at the bar, right?
It was
Yeah.
around that time, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta send the video to you. I gotta send it. I'll do it tonight. I gotta send the drunk ranking video to you guys to approve it before we can air it. So for those that don't know, we were all hanging out together at a bar on the Friday night before the convention started, and we were 3 sheets to the wind, to say the least.
To say the least.
And we
Speak
were
for
grilling
yourself.
Colorado on her knowledge of. We were grilling Colorado on her knowledge of the Halloween franchise. So I had the bright idea of recording it. I'm like, come on, I'll record it. So I actually have it on my phone of us drunk, her doing a drunk ranking of Halloween.
We were in a circle, right? We just sat in a circle and just started rambling on about it.
I think
I
she
have
said
to say,
something about like H5 being the best or something. I was like,
I
what
definitely did not say that.
what?
But,
That's what Darren's like. Whoa, what?
Yeah.
but my drunk brain did remember 5th and Main. I'm a little embarrassed to remember that, but
Dale's gas station, 5th and Main.
yeah.
Well, tonight. I was watching H2 before this with my wife, and the part when Robert Mundy comes on, I'm like, 3 people are dead tonight.
Oh God, Pat. Oh
As a
no.
result of this escape meditation. I'm told we're going to stay on the air, and as a result, the streets between Chestnut and 10th are jammed with both people and cars. Repeat, those streets are Chestnut and 10th, and jammed with both people and cars.
Just jam.
And my wife's looking at me like, give me that look to say like, you're never going to touch me again if you act like that.
You know, I often wonder. I think that's probably why my wife definitely didn't want to go to the convention. Just hear us talk like idiots the entire time.
That's hilarious.
And there's another big gaff. Donald Pleasance is there all night long. He just turns a little bit further and is like, oh, there's the station wagon. It's right there.
What the hell was he up to prior to that?
Exactly.
What's funny in
that's
Kills,
just
the car looks even closer to the Myers house. Remember that?
It's across the street from the Myers house in
Across the
Kills.
street,
It's
yeah.
right across the street.
They just had to throw it in there so people would be like, "Oh my God!" And it did. It worked.
It was cool to see it in Kills. It was. That was cool.
Did any of you guys listen to John Carpenter on that Mick Garris podcast? How much he
Yeah, man.
talked
That was
about
killer.
Halloween Kills is his favorite of the new movies. Says
Yes.
bar none, it's the best one.
Yes. That was
Get
fucking
outta
cool,
No, I haven't
dude.
caught that
That
yet.
was cool.
Yeah.
I was shocked as all hell. I was like, really? Over 2018? Okay.
Because of the brutality, bro.
The
Like,
brutality. Yeah.
yeah, dog. I was like, fuck
Brutal.
yeah. You know what? But to me, that makes sense because he picked the, how do I know? He kind of picked a middle ground, so to speak. Like, because Kills is kind of like at the middle ground. To me, 18 is the best of the three. So he kind of picked the middle of the three, honestly. Because it's second best. I mean, everybody knows that.
Now, if it was 2023, she'd run into the dumpster. She's going dumpster diving, Pat. Go get her.
Yeah, that view is so lovely when she's got her hands in
Before-
her pockets.
'cause I
and
don't
she's
really, I
walking.
realize how much time.
But you know, when you're watching this for the first
how
time,
much
why
little
the
time
fuck are
we
you
have
going
left.
over
I'll
there?
bring up some other stuff.
Why are you
real
going
quick,
over
'cause
there?
There was quite a bit I uploaded. Yeah, exactly. So since this was a low budget film, they didn't have a lot of money for press advertisement. So here is an original Halloween press book. So instead of an actual press kit, they just used to print these poster things up, which basically advertised the film. So this is the front and back, and the inside would be synopsis and advertisements on the side. So that's a press book. These are advertising slicks that they would send out to the newspapers, like sort of cut and paste. Like back in the day, when you open up a newspaper, you'd see this, and then underneath it, you'd see the times for the film. This is Box Office Magazine when Halloween was first released. New from Compass International Pictures.
Did you say Compass?
Advertisement from Variety. Compass. Compass.
Compass.
Compass.
That's
This is an
nice.
advertisement from Variety magazine. Because Halloween had just hit $30 million at the box office, and these were a bunch of other releases from Compass International that they were trying to push on the heels of the success of Halloween.
Nice.
Some Halloween tapes. Oh, these are beta. These are actually Betamax tapes. These are beta tapes.
All three?
Actually, before I forget, there's one. All three are beta. This is a goof and gaff right here because if you watch, she's coming around the left side of the house, but then when they pan to her coming in the house, she's coming from the right side of the house. These are some Halloween tapes here, including one of the original at the top.
The blockbuster version.
Yeah. This is a 1985 media catalog advertising the 85 release of Halloween. This, amongst other ones, including Popeye right there.
Probably
this is a
Nightmare on Elm
media
Street in
poster.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Media poster that would hang in a VHS store to advertise a 1995 release of Media. Of it on Media. This was a 1989 re-release from Media. This is a promotional still that they would release from Media for when they would put the VHS out too. Italian theater poster. And for those that don't know, the Italian theater posters are ginormous. They're actually in two pieces. Every poster's in two pieces. That's because they're so big.
Ooh. That's tight. I like the green.
Yeah, I like that too. These are what they call Italian locandina posters. They're like thin, and they always have a space at the top for them to write, like coming soon or something on it. All the ones they have that space at the top. This is a Yugoslavian Halloween poster. Nokvestika. This is a German Halloween press kit from '79 because Halloween was released in January '79 in Germany. So there's all the different pieces and parts to the German press kit. Der Nacht des Grauens. A lot of phlegm. You got to get a lot of phlegm up. It's a very I work for a German company. It's a very phlegmy language. They're like Die Nacht des Grauens.
Hey Pat, I'm German, man.
So am I. My dad was Irish and German, and I work
me
for a German
too.
company, so I deal with it. It's like this is a UK, United Kingdom press kit for when Halloween was released in '79. And what's cool is all the UK versions of Halloween. If you see to your right, you see like Michael standing there, this little figure, and that Halloween in that font. All the UK stuff was released that way for some reason.
Bucks.
which is kind of cool. With all the stuff that came with the press kit.
That's awesome.
This is where the shit hits the fan when she sees Annie.
That's fucking crazy.
This is from I think it's 1979 film festival in France. It's a flyer from the French Film Festival.
What?
These are French lobby cards.
This is funny, Linda, with her cross-eyed.
Well, the best is Linda, and there she is right here. Look at the lobby card. It's like perfect timing. I always like the photo with his hand. And that was one of my what ifs in the original film. Who the hell has a deadbolt locked door and going to their kitchen?
Single-handedly the scariest scene right here.
Absolutely.
Just amazing. And we'll do some more. But now let's return to the action.
See, and this is different than H2 because he actually was hauling ass with a purpose. Like he didn't walk robotically in this movie. He was like really trying to get her ass.
It says, "Wake Moody up." Was Joe starting to snooze? It's usually Brett that falls asleep, not Joe.
I'm all like
I fall asleep off camera.
I'm all entranced by the film.
Oh, you got the? Do you have the large, the big one that's in two pieces? It was weird when it first came. I did not know they come in two pieces, and I reached out to them. They're like, "No, that's not the posters come. They're large, and they come in two sections." Travis's mom saw this movie, was really confused as to why Annie left her house to do laundry for a single garment, then asked if every room in her house was own separate. Well, in the novelization, remember, guys, when we read the novelization, it was brought up like where Annie actually asked Lindsay, "Why is the laundry room outside in a separate place?"
That's
and,
right.
and Lindsay said that her mom said that the machines were too noisy, so she didn't want them in the house.
It sounds like an outhouse.
Well, the beer fridge is out there too in that room.
Your shits are too loud. Do it outside.
See, Colin knows. He lived in Germany for 7 years. It's a very phlegmy language. I've worked for Germans for
Suffer thucker
18 years. 18 years now. I work for a German company.
The neighbor said nope. He said nope. The keys. The keys.
I literally say that when I'm trying to find my keys.
And this is great too. You always wonder where's the time lapse with Myers. She runs across. He was ready to kick her ass in the kitchen. Did he stop and make a sandwich or take a piss?
Well,
there's a little gap of
would
time.
have to, he's
Then all
got
of a
to
sudden
go
you start
around the
chasing-
dumpster, as you know. He's got to go around the dumpster.
the porta john's in the way. Now watch. She's banging on the right side of the door, which is where you would think the doorknob is. But then when Tommy opens the doorknob is on the right side on the inside.
Get upstairs, Tommy.
There's a
Shut up,
what
you
if.
little bastard, you.
What if Lori just ran down the street instead of went to the house?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, why did you run to the house? You pinned the killer in the house with a bunch of kids.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh no.
I would have just ran down the street wide open.
Please. Please. And here's for those that have the 20th anniversary snow globe, this is the scene.
Yes.
I'm so sad. I used to have that. I don't have that anymore.
What the hell did you do with it?
Don't tell me you sold it for pennies on the dollar, Joey.
It got thrown away.
Whoa.
Throw it away. Bye.
Joe's
Yeah.
been trying to buy one for a while.
Yeah, it's on my
And
list.
Joe's trying to get one.
I want a good one in good condition. That they're selling these shitty ones, but I want.
Where did you throw it out? He'll go find it.
I like how his legs all crooked. Like, what the fuck? His legs all like.
Yes.
The best.
Like he's got like a prosthetic leg, right, Joe?
But if you look at the knitting needle, it looks like just red paint.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like blood. It looks like they just put red paint on it. And of course, she drops the knife, which of course you see later on on the outtakes.
But doesn't he kind of fall like onto his face a little bit too? Like, not really, I guess.
I know, but that's true because he didn't fall perfectly on his back like that. True.
I keep forgetting Loomis is a doctor. He's not a detective. So he's just like lost.
He's 3 blocks down.
He found a car. He's here. Oh, hey, Joe. So Goose Island made a beer with the Chicago Bulls. Bull and Goose. Check out
Get
that
the
thing.
fuck out of here. That looks good, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, Bull and Goose. That sounds
I
like.
did miss one here.
The West Side Ale is what they call it because it's the West Side of Chicago.
Here's another
Oh,
one. The
that sounds
date on
good,
the
bro.
tombstone above Annie's head says that Judith Myers was born November 10th, 1947, died October 31st, 1963. That would make her 15, almost 16. But every time they say she's 17 years old in the film.
What, did somebody like have math problems when they were writing this shit? What the fuck?
I know.
What the hell's going on? See, now what is he wearing? What are these pajamas? What is this shit?
Get a good shine of the knife here, right? Yep.
It's Tommy Lee Wallace.
Tommy looks over to the left. Fuck this shit.
So, in one of our Facebook groups, did you see how Nick Castle or somebody had a picture, and it's not that clear of a shot of him jumping onto the car? Like, that's one of the pictures somebody got autographed. It's like you, I guess you can't even tell
Really?
it's him. Yeah. The way he just turned into the hallway, though, that was just priceless into the room.
Yeah, we missed a few along the way, but who cares? Just go watch my video. The other ones are coming up.
Open up the damn closet door.
When the shape attacks Lori while she's hiding in the closet, the position of the clothes change, as well as the type of clothing hanging in there. And when she reaches up and grabs a hanger to stab Michael in the eye, she grabs a brass-colored hanger first. When the camera cuts back, the hanger that she's bending is now white.
Hey, Joe, couldn't you see, like, if they did this scene in Scary Movie, like she's in the closet and she's like, oh, that dress, I might have to borrow that.
Oh, looks good. See, why did he smack the light? See, I don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna hit that. Okay.
Well, he wanted to turn the light on because they probably need it on the inside.
He doesn't want you to know it's Tommy Lee Wallace.
Like, to me,
Well,
this
for
is
Christ's sake, you can't
far-fetched.
drive a car. You can't even use the toilet.
To me, that was far-fetched, where she took the freaking thing and stabbed it in his eye. Like, that's a 1 in a million shot.
Ow! Sounds like my dog, like when he's thirsty.
My two puppies yodel. They yodel when you come home. They're like, like as if to say, where the fuck you been all day, you fat bastard? I'm here in the South by myself.
Now, he certainly doesn't pick up the knife here, though, after she tosses it again.
Yeah, well, if you notice, she tosses it, it goes underneath the bed. It kind of goes under the bed.
Wait a minute. You see how she just opened the closet door? Wait a minute. Why didn't he just do the same thing?
Supposedly she had to untie it.
I guess she untied it, but you probably didn't see it. Yeah,
Wait,
in theory.
What?
What?
Now, our wrestling fans out there, if we have any, the Undertaker was inspired here when he pops up.
Yeah.
Slips up. That's an Undertaker.
Yeah. Go get the Mackenzies. Where the hell are
Go to the
Mackenzies?
Make sure to get me a Dr. Pepper when you come back.
See, what if they would have said the Mulaney's and then they said the Mulaney's later on in the films? Why don't you go down to the Mulaney's house
And go to the
and
O'Doyle's.
fuck with the Mulaney's? Go
With the
fuck
way
with the
we're-
Mulaney's.
It's one of the best scenes ever. So this is battle damaged Lori, right? Fright rags.
Yeah. Yep, you're right. You brought up that scene, Joe, at when we were talking about our most memorable, and most famous scenes in the movies.
That's,
that should pop
that's
up.
right, Bubba. That's right. Battle
What the hell's
damaged
going
Lori.
Why are those kids running? What's going on?
He's like, I must investigate. This
Is
smells
there a
like
large
my-
woman in there? What is she selling?
At least he knows he shoots
Tell you,
Michael.
when
He doesn't just make the assumption without the mask.
when I first saw this as a kid, man, this freaked us out. When he sat up like that just scared the shit out of us.
Oh, here comes your best friend.
Ha ha ha! Oh, look at that guy.
Blam! Oh, you know who that is, right?
Sloth.
That's our buddy.
What kind of cunt does that?
Hey, you guys.
I love that sound when they hit the ground, that sound effect. God, they use that so many times in things.
Was the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
This is such oh god. Still gives me goosebumps when I first saw this, man. This ending was just perfect. Like, okay, he finally stopped it. Then when he looks over and you see he's gone, man, holy shit. Me and my brother, my cousin were like, no.
So was she saying was the or was that?
I said,
Was
was
it?
the boogeyman. It's like, it was the boogeyman.
Right.
Like, how does she know it's gone?
And then he's got that.
He doesn't know. She doesn't know.
She
And this
just
is-
knows she has more work to
remember
do
the
at the
documentary?
hospital later.
Well, you remember the documentary where Carpenter said that Donald Pleasance came to him and said, I can play this two ways. One, oh my God, he's gone. Or two, I knew this would happen.
A little bit of both, right, Pat? Is what he said, right?
It's a little bit
Can you do both?
of both. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got that shock, and then his face changes to, fucking knew this was going to happen.
Son of a bitch.
You can't kill damnation, mister.
It doesn't die like a normal man dies.
Like, it's like breasts and blue suede shoes.
Halloweeny.
That, everybody, is Halloween. Look at that.
So good.
It's the movie that's probably brought us. Well, it's brought us all together. It's responsible, right?
Brought us all together.
That's
Made us
right.
the drunks we are.
Well, speak for yourself, love.
Are you behaving yourself, Brady?
I don't know. My wife ditched me, but that's okay. It's all right.
Been there, done that. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Rest in
I told the
peace,
wife, I said, "You
Jim
wanna
McBurn.
I tried to get the wife to hang out tonight. She's just like, that's so past my bedtime. I'm like, all right. I just thought I'd ask.
You know, with it being an independent film, there's not that many credits, which is nice and fast.
Yeah, it is. So I'm going to go through the rest of the stuff that I threw up here real quick because we can all hang unless you guys
Yeah,
have someplace
Kim
to go.
Gottlieb wasn't at the show, and she lives in the area, I thought.
I'm surprised Kim Gottlieb wasn't there because she could have sold her book. She could have autographed the book. I'm surprised she wasn't there.
And we know Barry Bernardi's just busy with Adam. Well, they're on strike, so God.
The late, great Jim Winburn, who passed away, unfortunately.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
The Bowling Green Philharmonic. All right, so this is a German film program from when Halloween was released. What else I got in here? That's what the inside looks like. They're big on showing that hand over in the UK.
From a distance, it
Michael's
looks like
hand.
he's got hair like coming out of his.
So this is super special to me because the first time I saw Halloween was on HBO back in 1980, and this was a press photo for when it came on HBO for the first time in 1980. So this is cool. This is great. This is a Japanese movie program where Michael Myers looks like Homer Simpson many years before Homer Simpson existed.
How crazy.
But the inside's got some cool photos. I don't know what the hell it says. It could just tell me that it could be saying it to fuck myself.
It could be
'cause I
saying
can't
you're
read
rabbit
it.
in red in Spanish. No, just
El conejo es rojo. It's got some real cool pictures in it, though. I'll say that. It's got a lot of cool pictures. You have this, Brady?
Oh, cool.
Do you have this, Brett?
No.
I thought you did. I thought.
Wait. No, I don't have that one. I'm sorry. I have
These are
that.
Yeah, these are some promotional photos. There's actually more, but I just took what I had on my Instagram page, and I guess I didn't have them all up there because I know there's more of them that I have. So these are just publicity photos. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we got to have the novelizations, both versions.
Oh, those new ones come. When are those coming out? Do you guys know?
Probably in 2 years, because that's the way printed in blood seems to work. To take your money, then we'll give it to you in 2 years.
Oh, oops, sorry.
This is the German version of the novelization.
Look at that. Man, Pat, that one's probably worth some money.
And it's weird, right? Isn't it? It's like a weird cover.
I want it. Give it to me.
Shout out to a guy that I work with, Uwe. He goes out in Germany. I couldn't get these, so a bunch of German stuff. He was able to pick it up for me and send it to me.
Where did Joe go? Answer trick or treaters.
Oh yeah, where did Joe go? I just realized he there he went to piss. Laser disc,
Laser discs.
the Criterion laser disc. Now this is the 2-disc version of Criterion. I didn't bother putting the other one. There's a single disc version of it too. The widescreen version laser disc. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, hey, thanks for hanging out, man. I hope everybody had a good time. This is fun. We're just a bunch of
Thank you
Halloween
for joining.
junkies.
Yes.
Thanks for joining. Everybody that was here tonight, popped in or out, thanks for joining. I'm just going to go through a bunch of stuff that I did put up here. This is a Japanese laser disc. That's the first version. That's the second version.
Pat's showing laser disc. Joey Lurch, did you know anybody or did you have a laser disc player?
No, that was way before my time.
Yeah,
Which is like, I'm too young for that shit, you old bastards.
so.
They're cool though. I've heard the quality on them is really good.
They were something. My father got one at an early age. So that was a big part of the childhood were laser discs.
No, Rob, I never had a laser disc player, even as a kid. I just bought them because back in the day, I've told this story before, you couldn't buy anything except physical media, posters, anything related to the film, probably till 98 when Spencer started putting out Halloween shit.
You know what? We've talked about it before. It makes those nice now. That's like compared to DVDs, there's a lot of space to get autographs on it. That's what I love about it.
Yeah,
It's like a record.
They're like a record. They're the same size as an LP. So these are 2 different posters for the 20th anniversary showing in Italy. So there's 2 different versions. The right is like that Locandina poster I told you. For some reason, they always have those real skinny ones in Italy, and then the big posters. This is the French dossier, they call it. It's a French press kit for the re-release, the 20th anniversary in France. So this is all the stuff it came with. And of course, everybody has this, the 2-disc VHS set, the 20th anniversary set.
You had a good shot of that where you could see him pretty well.
You can see his face, and these are Halloween on cassettes. There's 4 different versions on cassette. There's the top left is the first, and the second, the third. And the one on the right in white, if you guys are old enough to remember Columbia Record House, remember the days where they said you can get 12 records for a penny. No scam. That's the Columbia Record House. Those old little bit as old as I am.
Waiting for this night, humanly patient.
This is the first release of the Halloween theme on vinyl. The 45 record was released in 79 in Japan. And it's actually not John Carpenter playing it, which is cool. So the first release, if you listen to the Japanese release, which is this one in 79, they're playing it, but it's like a symphony playing it. And they were ahead of their time. They actually had little clips of a movie playing in between, which you'd see much later on. That's the US version of the LP. This is the Mondo re-release. This was it Jacqueline Records released this one, I think?
Yeah. Now, Pat, like I got corrected on that Facebook post. That LP's got the dialogue in it, like the CD that we like.
The Japanese one. The Japanese one.
This one right here, the one you got up there, the all white one.
Oh, this one too. Yeah, this one has snippets in there as well. This was probably kind of cool that came out. I forget who made this. You have this one, Brad? I forget who. I have to go back and look.
That was a special pre-order through somebody, I thought.
Yeah, I remember ordering it. So it's basically a Halloween theme, and then it says Jamie's theme, which is on the other side. You have that little picture for it. It's a little bit different. It's a different song that wasn't included on the original soundtrack. I think the one on the left is Greek, and I forget what the one on the right is because I'm no good with my countries. I think on the left, everybody out there that speak different languages, help me out. I know I have them written down, which is which, but I don't remember which is which. But they're cool covers and cool stuff. This is the UK, that I know. That's from the UK. This is from the UK. And this is when I got to see the station wagon in the flesh.
That's cool. Where was that at?
This was at Monster Mania in Oaks, Pennsylvania. So
that's cool.
That's the actual station wagon.
That's
and
really
it's cool because it's got Myers sitting inside it.
So I always thought it was kind of like a bronze color.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't know if it's obviously it's been painted or I don't know what he was matching up, but
Well, I asked him because my brother used to own a body shop, and I asked him. I said, "How'd you get the paint?" I said, "Did you get the paint?" Because this is the original one. So if you open the door, when you open your door and it has all the information in your car, it's got the paint code on it. He's like, "I got the paint code right off the door," and that's what it was. I said,
Yeah, it's one of my.
It looks more silver.
It did look a little bit lighter, a little bit more silver.
It's one of my favorite pictures I have. I took that with my brother. The picture of with Nick Castle in the Myers car.
And there is my piece of the Doyle house.
Oh, good God!
That's what you went dumpster diving for?
I dumpster dove, yeah. And Brett's got a picture of me dumpster diving. So that is all the stuff I think I threw up here. Do I have anything else up here? I'll do all the shameless plugs when we're done. So that's I have a ton of other stuff, but those are some stuff I thought people would find interesting and fun because I love the collectibles that come out, but like anything like promotional, anything tied to the film, because let's face it, if it wasn't for the films, we wouldn't need to be sitting here talking right now.
That's what it makes it really nice for Pat and Joe and I. We have all similar tastes, but we also have our own that are different from one another. Pat's not the biggest autograph guy, where I'm more of an autograph guy. Joe's kind of an autograph guy, but Joe's also a big action figure guy, and we got a lot of great
different niches
diversity
for our collection. Yeah, I have no problem with that. I like autographs, but what I get a kick more out of meeting the person, take a picture with them, having them sign a photo, and I have a whole wall full of everything over here. And Brett likes to have everything signed. Joe's like that too, but it's nice that we have a nice mix of our collections and what we specialize in, or what we obsess about, I should say.
Oh, this is good. The end of Halloween 2 is on American Movie Classics right now.
Yeah, I have that on right now, actually.
I thought you did, because every time I was looking, I was like, wait a minute, she might be on the same part.
I keep looking up and like, Halloween 5's on next.
You ever seen the TV version,
Nice.
Joey? Of H2?
Not of H2, of...
Oh, shit. You should watch it with all the different footage. It's not nearly as good, but it's interesting, all this other footage they had shot that they put into the TV version.
Oh, I bet. I would love to see that.
Lurch, have you seen that?
Oh.
I don't think so. I don't think. Now I have seen the TV version of I think H1.
They put
Yeah,
different
me too.
scenes. There's scenes that out of order in the TV version, and it makes it really. It is a little bit lousy, but the stuff that they added, there's some other stuff in there, which is I think it's cool to see. There's different shots of Michael.
Joe just sent an instant message. He said that he's been having a problem with his internet. His internet shit the bed again.
Oh man.
I'm trying to think, Pat, what are the cool scenes that you see? Oh, well, the big scene a lot I think people talk about is when they're undressing Lori to get prepped for her surgery.
Oh, in the television version? Yeah.
Yeah.
Television version is a head scratcher because I think I mentioned it in one of the videos I did, because I remember watching it because I think when I was doing my retrospective. So for years, the first I saw Halloween on cable in 1980 on HBO. So I didn't see it again in that form probably until we got our first VCR. But I used to watch it on television. Used to see those extra scenes, and I'd be like, "What did I watch a different movie? What the hell is this?" but then I saw Halloween 2 in the theater back in '81, and then like a year later, they put it on television, and it was completely out of order, extra scenes, and I'm like, here I go again. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I saw a different. I'm like, because you didn't
We
know
saw it on
back
USA.
then.
You and I talked about this. We first saw it on USA.
Yeah, we were
all
like,
night.
well, this shit's completely out of order. There's extra scenes. I'm like, what the hell? And you guys met my friend Pat when we went out. The one Bon Jovi with the hair.
Oh yeah,
He hadn't seen the
picture of
TV
Dick
version.
Warlock with the dentures.
And we
that
were
was
kids. I'm like,
that was perfect, man.
did you see the Halloween 2 on TV last night? He goes, no. Why? I go, because I knew it was playing again. I go, when they play it again, watch. He goes, why? I said, you'll see. And he did. We were at school. And he's like, what the fuck did I just watch last night? I go, it's completely different. It's out of order. There's different scenes.
I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Jimmy's in the goddamn ambulance at the
Different.
end with her.
There's
I
a
was
lot
just
of
gonna say-
different stuff.
Where can you find it now?
It's on the Shout Factory release.
Shout Factory's got it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you buy the Shout Factory version of Halloween 2, they have the television cut on it.
It doesn't make the movie any worse. It's just you can see why some of it wasn't used. But some of the
Yeah.
stuff, though, I think it's pretty good, pretty cool to see.
There's one scene that's very effective where you see him open a door and walk across a
Rock
hallway.
across the hallway, yeah.
That one is cool as hell. That they should have kept in there.
Actually, no, the one I won't say in further detail. When they walk out of the coroner's office after the dentist, remember, and Deputy Hunt's telling him, "Just help me try to stop him."
Yeah, there's a little bit more dialogue there.
Okay.
And then the best is the scene where Ben Tramer gets hit and killed, right? When
Yep.
Hunt's like, Lee, one of them was Annie.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like he's like, Lee, one of them was Annie. He's
Yeah, he kind of
screaming.
like has a different
He's got a
shriek to his
different
voice.
way. And then while they're saying, is it him or not? And Dr. Loomis is like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know. He's like all pissed. It's
Now-
a different version.
Now, Pat and Lurch, if you don't have American Movie Classics on, I know Joey does here.
I
So,
do.
what do you think what movie do you think they played after Halloween 2? This has really got me. Right, Joey? Right? Come on.
Yeah.
Pat, what are they playing after Halloween 2?
Oh, if I know AMC, H2O.
Halloween 5. What the hell
What's
happened to
5?
3? 4? They don't have to do 3, but what happened to 4?
They've played 5 so much, it's crazy.
They like us.
I thought they were going to do something crazy just like go to H2O.
I wanted to ask you guys, at some of the conventions you've been to, do you ever see anyone from 5 or from 6 or Resurrection? Or any of the actors over there? I've never...
Well,
I
Don
guess
Shanks, you
followed
see
them
a
that
lot
close.
from 5.
Don Shanks, yeah.
I'll let Pat go first. I'll tell you from.
I've been to conventions where Spitz has been there.
They were there. Spitz, Jeffrey
They
Landon.
were-
were
He was
Yeah.
there.
40,
I've been
5.
there. Jeffrey Landman's been at different conventions.
Wendy Kaplan, this is the first Halloween convention she hasn't gone to since she
Oh.
did
Yeah,
30 and 35 or 40. She did 40.
I hate that. I love her, man.
She's awesome. A lot of people don't like her. I think she's awesome.
Oh, I love
My
her
brother's still in the
character.
chat somewhere here. He was watching us. He liked her a lot too.
Very easy on the eyes. She's very cute.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Pretty lady. And super nice. I never met her, but I've heard she's very nice to meet in person.
The first Halloween convention, Joey, had a lot of Halloween 6 people you didn't really see at a convention again, like Bradford English, Mrs. Lankenkamp. I forgot the actress's name, but
Oh,
she's
yeah.
fast. She was at the very first convention. She was a riot. You had Kim Darby, but Kim Darby, she's very famous in the one John Wayne movie he won his Oscar for. What was that? Rooster Cogburn or no? I can't think of
Yeah,
the movie.
Wendy Kaplan over here is such a sweetheart. I was actually kind of hoping.
My
she
brother
would've
is in the chat. There he is.
Awesome. Nice.
Yes.
We're gonna have to get your brother on here, and if we'll just tell him we'll put him in shadows. I'll slow his voice down, so it'll be like the TV thing where they're talking to people that are in the witness protection. It'll be like, "Well, I like the way
That's
Wendy
right.
Kaplan looks." So he won't be seen.
Now, if you got Halloween 5's on right now, but Joe, you've heard about the alternate beginning to this, right? Where it's not the old guy. There's a guy called Dr. Death. Have you heard about that whole thing?
No.
So it's not this
Oh.
old guy. It's this other guy, this skinny. What is he, Pat? I just know he's in that movie 3 O'Clock High.
Yes, he's in 3 o'clock high. Yeah, so the whole they shot the whole opening sequence with this guy they called Dr. Death, where he
Super
basically
skinny, bony looking kid.
yeah
Okay.
yeah, and he almost looks like what's the actor's name that played Roach in the People Under the Stairs?
Oh
Or,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like Escape from New York looking guy.
Yeah, like from
Yeah.
Escape from New York, whatever the hell that guy's name is, who was also in Assault on Precinct 13. Yeah.
But the guy, Michael, falls to the ground just like he does to the old guy. And the guy, Dr. Death, takes his mask off and is like mesmerized by
He's
it.
like, and he basically does like this whole ritual to bring Michael back from the light. Basically, Michael died, and he did this incantation to bring him back from the dead, and put the the thorn tattoo on his wrist. So he did all that shit.
Yeah.
They didn't like it, so they reshot it with the Hermit, which didn't make any sense. It actually made more sense with the other guy.
And they shot Dr. Death's death scene, and it was brutal, right? If I remember right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Don Shanks said they like break his back over the thing, like break him in
Over a
half.
tombstone or some shit like that. Yeah.
Travis is right. Dr. Death looked like Butthead. He did.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing, man.
He did look like Butthead.
So, just because last night Resurrection was on AMC, because they playing that all the time. Are any of the people from Resurrection at any of the conventions?
I just got Katie Sackhoff, and because she's really hitting it big with the Star Wars and Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
But I did, when she started signing the one day, she took a break, and I was the first person after her break, and she was excited to sign a Halloween thing. She's like, "You're not the first one today, but you're the first one of a full size poster."
I think the only Resurrection person that was age 45 was Rick Rosenthal.
What's it?
Right?
Is it Bianca? What's her name? The girl.
Bianca Kalick. Was she at age 45?
No, she did
No.
one of the previous other
But
conventions.
Rick Rosenthal, I think, was the only person from age 45 there. Am I correct in saying that?
I think so.
I think
Yeah, I don't
so.
remember anybody else being there from Resurrection, which I was
Who
fine with.
died? Is it the
I
Decker
didn't know if
kid
they
that
ever
died?
came. No.
Somebody
I
died from Resurrection.
That I don't know. I
in,
honestly
real
don't know.
life.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that film, so
You
I
know
don't know
me
too much
neither,
about it.
but
It's
Yeah.
the
I don't know
worst.
the backstory
It's
on it,
my
yeah.
worst one of the series.
it's so awful. Although
Colin's
I have to
jumping out. It's
say,
4 or 5 a.m. Look at that in Belfast. What a trooper.
Is that not your
And
worst
she's-
one?
I don't think it's my worst one. I don't like it at all, but I cannot stand Rob Zombie's number
H2.
2. I can't
Oh,
stand
that's
it.
awful. No, I don't like
It's
I
that.
so
call
awful.
it number 2.
So I can probably watch Resurrection as much as I despise it more than I can watch that one.
It's
Colin, thanks for hanging out in the wee hours in Belfast, and we'll be in
Colin.
touch. 'Cause we're gonna have you on again. We want to.
yeah.
we'll
We'll
find
figure
something
out
to
a
bring
watch
back.
along, Colin.
We'll get him back for another watch along. Big time.
I got married the day before Halloween 2.
While
Rob
you guys
Zombie
are
came
chatting,
out.
I drank 3 beers. I got to pee. That's what happens
I
when you're
got-
old. I'll be right back.
I heard about going to see a movie the day before I got married, but that's another story. So, but yeah, Halloween 2 is pretty bad. I actually like the way he looking with the hood and everything. I thought it was a nice little change, but they ripped half of his mask off and you got the white horse stuff. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, the white horse
I
stuff
couldn't
is
do it.
weird.
Yeah.
They shot they lost a third or a half of that movie like through the X-ray machines at the airport. Just like the weird shit that happened. They had to reshoot a ton of the movie. Rob Zombie was just
Yeah.
going kind of quick
Yeah,
on it. He
can't do
didn't
that
care.
one.
I did like the Hobo Myers though. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, the way he looked, I thought it was cool. He had
Yeah.
that huge Rambo-looking machete-looking knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the beard.
I think my biggest problem with it is the I like Malcolm McDowell, but the portrayal of the Loomis character, what they did with him in the
Yes.
second one was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just made him look like a terrible human being, and he wasn't as bad in the first Rob Zombie movie. It just
Right.
they went a totally different direction with that character in the second one. So we talk about it though. The best acting though is Brad Dourif. Like some of the best acting in the whole series is when he comes home to find Annie.
He's so good. I love
He's-
him.
Yeah, great actor.
Yeah.
What happened?
Colin, we are definitely looking to do the Hitcher. That would be a good idea. The Hitcher 86, Pat. What do you think?
All right. So I did have the pants, but the
Oh, shit.
friggin' the zipper, like like when you go to zip up your jacket, the zipper doesn't catch. And I'm sitting there I'm like, so I put my sweatpants back on, but these are the pants. Woohoo!
Oh, those are cool.
And I recommend, guys, if you didn't check out Frank and Darren today, they did the worst Halloween costumes. I only watched part of it.
Oh, nice.
I couldn't stop laughing. Oh man, it was so funny.
I do have to go up tomorrow. I think I'll do it on the. It'd probably take me 2 hours to get into Manhattan in the morning, so I'll put it on in the background when I'm trying to freaking drive into Manhattan.
Oh, to Manhattan. I thought you said with a Manhattan. That would have been interesting.
Believe me, driving into Manhattan, you should be drinking in Manhattan. You should be drinking several on the way in. Definitely be back. Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll figure something out, Colin. We love Colin. We definitely have to have him back on. It's so much fun. And for those that are left in the chat, before I forget, go and sign up for the 1031 subscriber giveaway. You could win a not so exclusive Atkins figure.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We're getting closer and closer. So, and I'm actually not this Friday. The following Friday is Monster Mania, and I'm going to take it with me to get it signed. So, it's actually going to be signed by Tom Atkins.
Sweet.
So I'll make it a little bit more exclusive since NECA took a shit all over it by releasing it after age 45. So I'll make it a little bit more. I'll up the ante. So make sure you guys go sign up for the 1031 subscribers. To make sure you tune in for the big giveaway at 9.
That Atkins figure at the coaster's coming tomorrow, so I'll be posting about that.
Well, you know what? I had a guy that was going to send me the coaster, but I gave in. It arrived today.
Travis, it's only because Pat's got these great pictures of himself when he's posting that stuff.
I love how Pat. Hold on. I didn't really. Pat really.
Sorry, if I laugh too much, Travis, I just like to have fun. I like to have fun.
I will be honest. I try to make the pictures as funny as I can because I know Brett's going to laugh at them. So I'll show you one. I don't know if did I show it the other day? I might have shown it the other day. So this will be appearing on Thursday. My latest what if for Rob Zombie's Halloween. It always makes Brett laugh.
No, your what if from that one's awesome. This might be one of your better ones. I guarantee you, Joe's gonna love this one, Pat.
So this will be up on the channel on Thursday. My what ifs for what?
But you know where it started? It was your H1 when you're like, it looked like you were literally next to Loomis. Like the way you framed it just like right next to him, like you were talking to him like a normal person.
I was like, dude, did you just see this asshole just drove past you, you fucking blind bastard? No.
Yeah, you're like this. You're like
all right, so let's do well, we can do it in unboxing. Real quick. Since this came today. And the wife's like, what did you order now? I thought it was over with. It's never over with.
Uh-oh. You're unboxing something. That's not good.
All right, hold on. Packing slip. Get the fuck out of there. All right, let's see. So I did get, I caved because I wanted the silver shamrock thing. But the good news is I have, with the extra Atkins figures I have somebody that's interested in them. So,
that's good.
So, yeah, so it's a wash.
Yeah.
So here is another not so exclusive figure. So basically the only difference from this figure is it doesn't have the silver shamrock sticker on it. Yes. So the coaster is.
I didn't think you bought that. I thought you were pissed off.
I wasn't going to, but I caved and got the coaster. There's the coaster. Signed by Mr. Atkins.
That coaster's cool, though. It really is.
It is cool, isn't it, Lurch?
Only reason I did it because I have 2 friends that are interested in the extra figure. So it's basically a wash at this point.
You know, fans that love Halloween 4 and 5, that Ellie Cornell hasn't really done too much convention stuff recently. That I hope she would do one for the diehard fans that haven't met her before. She's cool.
I would like to. I don't. You and Brett will vouch. I love the later sequels, but I just try to keep to the first few and then a scattering of the other films, just because it's just too much. She's one I would probably get Gaga over because she's one that should have kept going, and they killed her off, which was kind of sucky.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm a pretty big 6 fan. I really like Curse.
There's Curse.
I mean, the whole thing about the stones is kind of stupid, but
You're right.
I think he looks awesome. I think the mask is awesome, Lurch.
it really is cool.
I think it's very scary. The mask.
It is. It's creepy as hell. It is creepy. So I have no problem with 6. I mean, I actually like a blending, like I've said, between the two. There's things I'd like to take from each and make that ultimate cut, so to speak.
Well, if you heard Pat talk, and we do want to plan a Salt Lake City trip to check out the sites, the 4, 5, and 6. So anybody's more than welcome to join us. That would
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
That would be so cool.
might be that horror movie podcast convention where we all go out to Salt Lake City.
I would
We'll
love
meet,
it.
we'll meet at the Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
You
And
said
then,
it. I didn't say it. Pat.
No, but I would love to go see. I'd love to go see those locations. Why not? We're big fans of the films, and
I would love to see those locations with you guys.
you got to come hang out with us. You got to do it.
I would be so
And
cool.
not-
yeah.
You know,
If
I'd
we
be
could-
cool
we
though.
could-
It'd
we
be
could
something that
plan
none of
this.
us have done. That's what's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're all taking it in for the first time.
Well, you know what? Why don't we all plan for
We'll figure something out. We'll
the
have a
spring? The spring,
have a
because Salt Lake
meeting.
City gets some shitty weather, I think, too, right?
we'll
Right.
have a meeting about it.
Yeah, we'll talk to Bob. No, we'll put something together, and definitely, probably in the spring we could do it. And I told Lurch, I think when we spoke the other day when you were in the chat,
That Doberman.
I'm working on with the wife about talking to, I think, in maybe Mad Monster coming down to
Yeah, you
North
should
Carolina
come
for
down,
Mad
man.
Monster.
I want to meet Kiefer Sutherland, man.
So,
Awesome, Lurch.
go down and see you, and we hit some of the what do you call it? The locations from 2018, and they did 2018 in North Carolina. The other ones were in Atlanta.
No. So 2018 was in South Carolina. It's still about 4 hours away from Charlotte.
So what's near? What's the closest to you, location wise?
2018 would be the closest. I mean, they did Evil Dead about an hour from me. Evil Dead 2,
Lurch?
excuse me.
Where are you at, Lurch?
I'm in Charlotte.
Charlotte. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Pat, that's a big person they announced for Whorehound Cincinnati, the female lead from Evil Dead remake. She hasn't really done too much.
Really? The drug
Mia?
addict?
Mia, yeah.
Man, I would love to meet her.
Ooh, she's
Yeah,
cute.
that's one of my favorite remakes of any horror film.
That's a
Love
good
Oh,
it.
it's
remake
killer.
right
She's
there.
supposed to be coming back. Doing
For
something
another
in
one?
horror. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be Evil Dead, but she's supposed to be coming back doing some more horror.
Have you seen the remake to Evil Dead?
I have.
Jordan,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's a bloodbath,
Yeah.
but it's awesome. I
It was
think.
good. Yeah.
What's your favorite remake? Because we did remake a whole remake episode.
Yeah, that's a question for both of them, really. Before
Yeah,
we
what's
get
your
off
favorite
that.
remake? I went on record saying my favorite remake is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003.
That was actually one of the first horror movies I ever saw. I really enjoyed it. I don't know.
If it helps you,
Honest-
like Evil Dead, the Dawn of the Dead remake, I really like a lot.
There's some good ones, but that's the first one that comes to mind because I really enjoyed
You
the
know,
2003 remake.
the first that come to mind for me are older. I have to say, like The Blob and The
That's
Thing.
a good one too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The Fly.
The Fly,
Oh, with Goldblum, yeah.
So good. Yeah.
Run the Fly.
Yeah, wow, man. I forgot about the Blob. Now the Blob's coming back out on 4K. So
Love The Blob.
Shawnee Smith and Kevin Dillon.
Kevin
Yes.
Dillon.
So good. Yeah.
What is this here? Hold on a second.
Oh.
That's wow. Kiefer's a big convention guy while they're not working the SAG people. So he's done. Yeah, he was here in Chicago when I got him. He was awesome.
That's cool.
Well, I think. Hold on a second. I think with the Monster Mania, I have to reach out to Frank because I know Frank's going on the Friday, which is totally doable. Was he at that one too? Hold on, because I'm probably gonna go.
Your keyboard
On
sounds
the-
awesome through your mic.
I think I'm gonna go to the one.
It
I
sounded
think,
so weird in a great way.
so on the Friday, which is hold on.
Travis, what the hell?
How do you?
I like Robin Williams.
Flubber was all right. I mean, Hells
I wish
yes.
Flubber was a horror
Hoax.
movie.
Oh, you imagine that? Oh God. We just talked about this. Hold on here. Where's my? Oh, here it is. My brother said he'll come on at some point. His voice doesn't need to be altered. How about that, Pat?
Oh, nice. That we gotta get.
Oh shit! It'll hit
ready
the
to brother
fan when
on.
that happens.
That'll be fun. One second. Why is this not doing it? 11.
Horror remakes. Here we
Shouldn't be
go.
Doing it.
Now the Friday the 13th remake's not bad. That's another one.
Oh, that's a good
It's-
one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I like that, Jason.
I like that. I like the remake
Yeah.
in 09. I really do. I've said before, I love everything about that film. My only critique is I don't see Jason keeping a hostage. That's about it.
Yeah.
I
rest
thought
of the
of the other
film,
one, The Hills
love
of
it.
Ice. That was the one I was thinking of. That is a brutal but great remake.
Yeah, so wasn't Last House on the Left? They did a remake of that. And
Tony
that was pretty
Goldwyn,
brutal.
right, Joey?
I didn't mind
Tony
that.
Goldwyn
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
So
like
this
we were
is
talking about those brutality movies. They're tough to watch, but that one
They're tough.
they soften it up a bit, rightfully so.
So this is the con in Oaks, PA, in 2 weeks that I'm probably going to go, and I'm going to reach out to Frank because I know he said he's going on the 10th, which is the Friday, which
Dude,
works.
Man, that's
Yes,
a good one.
Because the 12th I'm going to see Brother Kane.
There you go, Lurch. Brother Kane.
Yeah,
H6,
yeah,
baby.
Wife and I are going to see Brother Kane on the 12th. I'm a big fan. My favorite band from the 90s is Brother Kane.
Sweet.
Alice Cooper's going to be at this place. Nev Campbell, Matthew
Big
Lillard,
Scream Union
That's
there,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
David Arquette, Skeet Ulrich, Hayden Panettiere, Jamie Kennedy, Roger Jackson. Doesn't Roger Jackson look like he should be like Wayne Knight's brother? Lee Waddell, Doug Bradley.
He has
Anthony
like the
Lawrence,
best handwriting, Doug Bradley.
Michael Ironside.
He does.
Suck your brain dry. Love Michael Ironside.
That's hilarious. They don't even put Top Gun on there. They do all the other stuff though.
Did you see the review that Ronnie did? All the great names are taken on Prom Night 2. Hello, Mary Lou. It was funny.
Oh
as
no,
hell.
I saw they did one.
Yeah, it's funny as hell. David Howard Thornton, Emily McLean, which is the little terrifying.
There's the original Terrifier right there.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
pretty
from
cool.
All Hallows Eve. Yeah, he's getting some love now. And there's the man himself, Damien Leone, Michael Levy.
Oh, that's right. They're
Roberts.
gonna have the American Werewolf in London, guys.
That's right, David Norton.
He's
Griffin
definitely
Dunn.
going for that. I know he brought that up.
Tom Atkins.
So
Five
when you
Nights
get the
at
figure
Freddy.
sign for their channel.
So that's what I was gonna bring the So for those that want to enter, here's the figure. If I'm gonna,
Oh my
I should
God!
be, if I go, I'm gonna get signed by Tom Atkins.
Yeah, look who they added. The guy from Dead Man on Campus and Totally Killer, the dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's in so much stuff. I love that guy.
For those out there have not, go watch Totally Killer. That movie is so much fun.
Thank you, Pat.
It is so much fun.
I annoyed Pat with that movie. I was like, sorry.
He
Pat.
kept talking about it, and I had to watch it. And I watched it. I'm like, this movie is really fun.
Come on, if you love Back to the Future, you like time travel, and they put it in a horror film. Oh man.
I like you, Sully. That's why I'm going to kill you last.
Oh man, I'd like to meet Hannah Hall.
Hannah Hall. Run, Forrest.
Can you believe
Oh,
how they
yeah.
kill frickin'
Crazy.
Rachel right there? Did you have that on, Joey? Still? Did you still have that on? Rachel
I have
just
it
got
on.
killed. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
Let's see. Oh,
Oh,
look.
the Banjo
there's
Kid.
Banjo Kid. There's Joe Biden. Stephen Costantino.
Did you say Joe Biden?
Yeah, Joe
That's-
Biden. What?
Did I say that out loud? When he was a kid? That's him when he was a kid.
It does look like him now that
We
you say
did
that.
see a kid with the costume with Trump on the shoulders. Have you seen that? Like that outfit where you got Trump on the shoulders and you're running around.
Scott Jackson.
Wait,
Russ
so really
Hanson.
quick, since Halloween 5 is on, has Bo Star ever been to any of the conventions?
Years ago. Yeah.
Oh, this is
Really?
gonna kill me telling this story
Yeah.
because it's the only Halloween convention he had done, as far as I know, at least Halloween related, was the 35th convention, and it was the only Halloween convention I didn't go to. It was the weekend my daughter was born. It's like, damn. because he's awesome.
He's so awesome. I love him.
Sheriff Meeker is awesome, right? He's just
Yep.
Yeah.
I love every
Fun.
scene he's in. I like.
So we
Henry
talked
Hill's
about-
dad.
Joe and I talk about Dumb and Dumber. You know his brother's in Dumb and Dumber. You know Dumb and Dumber pretty well.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
his brother.
brother's the one guy that they poison accidentally.
Hills are
Mark
good.
Brother?
That's his
That's
brother.
his brother. Looks like it. Look at
I
him. It's
didn't
like
know that. I mean, yeah, it does. I
Check,
know
Hills
please.
that.
are good.
how do they know I have gas?
That was
Mark-
filmed here. Part of
What's
it.
the most
Starr,
annoying
that's
sound
right.
on
In
earth?
Aspen,
Colorado. Yeah.
Samsonite. I was way off.
That's his brother.
Did you guys see where the third Terrifier is going to be like Christmas themed?
It's gonna be Christmas.
Isn't
I
that
saw
wild, Lurch?
that.
Isn't
Yeah.
that wild?
I'm going to see Terrifier 2
awesome.
tomorrow so I can see that teaser.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's tomorrow. Oh.
Yes, tomorrow.
I was hoping that you guys are going to do like a Christmas horror pod.
We do.
Oh,
Okay,
we
good.
we did
We
the
did-
watch along of the. We didn't watch it for like at first. We watched it as a watch along. That one on Shudder, right, Pat? With the robotic Santa.
Yeah.
We did a watch along of a movie before we watched it, which sometimes it works.
What
But
was it called? But it was so good. Not
we
Violent
need
Night.
to
'Cause
do a
Violent Night
watch
was
along
great.
of Violent Night. Did you guys see Violent
I-
Night?
I hadn't seen it.
Oh Jesus!
Violent Night is so good. Go watch Violent
Oh,
Night.
Really?
So-
Okay.
I need
So
to watch
much,
it.
so much fun. Yeah.
Or
I like
did you
David
go-
Harbour.
Did you guys watch the trailer, Pat? I told you the other night. It's a Wonderful Knife.
I didn't watch it yet. I
Oh,
have it written down.
yeah.
I'll check it out tonight.
Now I'm going to go see that Thanksgiving movie. That's going to
Yeah,
be
what's
good,
the
I think.
Thanksgiving one? What is that called? Like,
That's
I
because of
think
the
it's.
movie.
Let me see.
What it was the Tarantino Death Proof and the double feature thing. They showed those fake trailers, and Thanksgiving
I
was
didn't
one of them. And they
realize that.
finally
Yeah,
made
it's
a real
just called
movie.
Yeah, I
Straight
thought-
Thanksgiving.
Maybe.
Oh.
I didn't hear he had throat cancer. Maybe.
oh man, bummer.
Sean said he wasn't
What is
doing
the other
well because
one,
he talked to his brother when Frank and Darren had Sean on. They were like, "Yeah, that's not gonna happen." So
Have you guys seen Scare Package? Like 1 and 2 on Shudder?
No.
I haven't seen those. No,
Yeah, those are good, man. If you like comedy, they got Joe Bob in them too.
Oh, nice.
What did I watch the other night that was really good?
we watched the new
Oh.
Danielle
Eve-
Harris movie with Dwight Little, which was
That was good. Natty Knox was good. I
It's
enjoyed
free on
that.
Tubi if you guys want to
Oh,
see it.
yeah.
Because it's got
I've
Halloween
seen it.
people in
Yeah, it's got Bill Moseley in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill
He's
Moseley,
fun.
Robert England, Danielle Harris.
Wow.
You want to see a very unsettling film that everybody was talking about? Go see When Evil Lurks.
You watched
So
it, Pat?
good.
Did you see it? That is such a
I saw it.
creepy film.
Sub-
My wife and I watched it the other
Subtitles
night.
made it work.
So
Subtitles
good.
are fine.
You know what? I'm not a big I don't like to read my movies,
Me neither.
but I figure I gave it a shot because so many people were saying how cool it was. It's a strange and creepy film, man. Go watch it.
Don't you think it was shot really well? Acting
It
was,
was.
great. The story was great. I don't like subtitles either, and I had it on while I was doing stuff in the house, and eventually I was like, I have to sit down and watch this. Like, this is really good. It got to the dog scene, and I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck? Like,
Because you know what is it? Because
So
like
good.
it's like the stuff that's creepy. Because not to be spoilery, like what Colorado was talking about that scene. It's done so nonchalantly. Like it just happens. You're like, what the fuck was that?
yes.
Right? It just happens.
Yes.
And you're like, wait a second. Did that just happen? It's
Yeah.
it's a very unsettling film, but really, it's a cool movie.
I said, what the fuck? Like, out
Yeah.
loud. Like, I don't know how many
I
times
might have
And I'm
to
sitting
check
with
it
my
out
wife-
tonight because
Hey, For my wife, it's
if I
like,
don't-
did that dog just do that? I go, yes, it did.
Yeah. Brett, you have to watch it because I'm really curious to know what your thoughts are on it. I thought it was
Okay.
so good.
Lurch, you
It
didn't
is
watch
really
it
well done.
either.
I hadn't seen it. Nah.
Oh,
got
you need to
Shudder?
see it.
Yeah, I got Shudder.
Yeah, I guess it's on there.
Yeah, it's on Shutter. It's worth
It's
a
called
watch.
what?
I mean,
When Evil
Evil
Lurks.
Lurks. Yeah,
Right,
Darren
Evil
saw it.
Lurks.
Darren was raving about it.
Yeah, that's who told me about it. And I was like, all right, I'll check it out.
It's old, but have you guys seen Bubba Hotep?
The Bruce Campbell Elvis movie. Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, freaking
That's
bizarre.
great.
Oh,
go watch it. You'll get a kick out of it.
This is one of Pat and I's favorite parts here. This where Wendy Kaplan just screams her boyfriend's name, or not really screams it, just says it kind of lightly, and he's what?
And he hears it from across the theater.
What?
Oh, so I was looking because I could not. I was drawing a blank. So the Shudder Christmas movie we watched last year that was a lot of fun was Christmas Bloody Christmas.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
see if I've seen
It's a
that.
robot Santa that goes haywire and starts killing people.
nice.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun.
Yeah, we'll cover Christmas horror stuff. Was there other stuff in
yeah.
mind you were thinking of with the Christmas horror stuff you guys were thinking?
I just like
Yeah.
that like subgenre of horror, like Christmas
Oh,
horror.
yeah.
It's good.
All right, so
I like
all right,
the Silent Night, Deadly Nights.
Yeah, me too. I like Silent Night.
I was about to
Deadly
say,
Night.
what's your favorite Christmas
Jack
horror
Frost?
film? Favorite Christmas horror movie? Go.
Silent Night, Deadly
I
Night
like-
2.
Probably Silent Night, Deadly Night. I liked Krampus. I don't even know if that's really horror, but I liked that movie.
Yeah,
I
that
would
was a
call
good
that
movie.
Christmas horror.
That was a good
Yeah.
movie.
Black Christmas, the OG.
Oh, Black Christmas, of course.
I think we're going to be
I
talking
forgot
about
about
It's
that.
a Wonderful Knife based on the trailer, though, for horror. Though it's looking really
I want to
good.
see it. Yeah, I'll see it.
What?
Did you see Talk to Me?
I hear it's
No.
great. I
It's
hear
good.
it's really
It's different, but it's
That's
really
on this
good.
list. I have to go check that out. Talk to me. What is it? What is it on Lurch?
So it's basically like a possession, like it's like a possession movie,
Uh-huh.
but like they get high off of it. So it's like teenagers doing drugs, but the drug is possession.
And what is it streaming? Is it streaming or is it in the theater?
I paid to rent it.
I think it's at that $20 rent premium right now, Pat. But I think it'll be coming cheaper, right? Lurch? I
I'll go
think that's
find.
what
I'll,
it's at.
I'll,
I think so. I don't
Brett,
think I
Brett
paid
knows I'll
20.
find it somewhere. I usually find those movies somewhere.
Yeah, I don't blame
Give
you.
me some time. I'll find it.
What else did we watch horror recently? We were
The
talking
one
about
other
some
movie that, for some reason, that I was just talking to somebody about the other day. What the fuck was it called?
I'm watching that show on
Oh.
Netflix, the Edgar Allan Poe thing with the family, where the family members are getting.
I do have
kicked
to
off.
watch that. Was that The Fall of the House of Usher?
The
Yeah,
Fall-
that's
I need to watch.
that's
that.
held my attention. Yeah,
Okay.
What is the movie?
Fright Night. I love it. One of my favorite.
somebody
movies.
just talked
One
about
of
it
my
to me
that's
the
my
other
favorite
day.
vampire movie.
Go. If you guys, I know Brett's seen it because we talked about it, but somebody brought it up to me the other day that they first saw it. They really enjoyed it. Sick.
Yeah, we talked about the COVID movie.
Oh,
It's
I
like a
hadn't seen it,
COVID
no.
movie with a twist.
Oh,
Kevin
God.
Williamson is return to writing.
Really?
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's
Go
worth
watch.
watching. It's not
It's worth
long. It's
watching.
80 minutes. It's
Yeah, it's
quick.
a short movie. It's interesting. It's got a nice little twist. So go
You
watch.
won't be
Sick.
disappointed watching it. It's
Yeah.
So
worth a
wait,
watch.
Brett, talking about Fright Night, did you watch the documentary? It's like You're So Cool, Brewster on.
You're so cool, Bruce.
You know I did.
I loved it. I love Fright Night so much.
Fright Night. I'd say Fright Night and The Lost Boys are my two vampire films.
Yeah, I would.
Did you
agree.
ever see him in Heaven Help Us?
No.
Did Lurch go bye-bye?
Yeah, what
No,
happened
he's
to
still there. He
Lurch?
might maybe had to go take a piss. I
He
don't
had to
blame
go
him.
take a spot.
No, I'm still here.
Oh,
Okay.
like, maybe I had to go make Weeby or something. Did you ever see Heaven Help Us? What is the actor's name? I'm drawing a blank on. Like, you're so cool, Brewster. Why I'm drawing a blank on his name?
Stephen Jeffries?
Yes. Go watch Heaven Help Us. It's a movie set in like the 60s where they all go to this Catholic school, and they have to go there. It's the whole thing where they're in high school and they're working on getting their grades up, and it's right before like the summer of love, and there's a bunch of like hippies and people smoking pot. But he's a weirdo because the problem is every time you leave him alone for 5 seconds, he's jerking off somewhere.
Okay.
So
Random. Okay.
it's who's God, who's the guy in the film? It's Andrew McCarthy is the lead.
Andrew McCarthy of Weekend at Bernie's fame and
Yeah,
Anakin
yeah,
fame?
yeah. So he's the lead in it, and he's friends with him. And like it's of course it's Catholic back in the 60s, so every week they have to go to confession. So he's telling he's like, whatever you do, don't tell him how many times you jerked off. Just tell him like 4 or 5 times. So like then they flash to hit like the priest grabbing him and dragging his ass out, put him in front of the fucking thing and saying, "You're dragging his ass out," because I told him how many times you jerked off. And then later on, they're all like hiding out in this thing, and they're like, "What's that noise?" It's like, it's him. He's fucking jerking off in the corner.
Did you see Travis's comment? His life in Catholic school was essentially heaven. Help us.
Right when Pat was saying it, Travis.
I know.
put it there. It was like
Right,
spot on
Right.
right when Pat was talking
Why
about
do you
it.
think I am this way? This is 12 years of Catholic school.
Why do you think you and Travis got that connection there? That's
Yes,
right.
we do. My mother was she used to teach Catholic education on the weekends. Like all my friends that went to regular school that I didn't go to because I went to Catholic school, my mother was there. Well, at the time they used to call it CCD, and I don't even know what the fuck it stood for. But she was their Sunday school teacher. My mother, believe it or not. Oh my! And speaking of my mother and my family, but look who's in the chat. That's my son.
Oh.
Beastly Space, what's up?
Yeah,
They're making it full of the house. Yeah, the show's out there. Terrence,
Terrence,
Brett,
it's out there. I'm like 3 episodes in. There's 8 episodes on Netflix. Hope you're doing good at school, kid. I'm sure you are.
That is my son. He's in school. He's a senior in college. And of course, if you haven't noticed, that's oh shit, what the hell's his name in the corner? He loves. Who is that? Terrence, help me.
Is that Zorro without a mask?
Yeah, that's what it
No,
looked like
it's,
to me, Zorro.
Marty Robbins. If you guys know old country music,
Oh,
it's Marty
yeah.
Robbins.
I do know country music. Yeah.
Yes, my son's a big Marty Robbins fan.
All right.
Give me some George Strait. I think I know
I knew Brett. You and I.
that. I know it. It's good.
George Strait's the top of the list. The only other person that's up there is Chris Ledoux.
Chris Ledoux. Okay. Merle Haggard. I'll put up there too. So. Yeah.
Well, if you guys have ever seen my son, he basically looks like he could be Joe's
He looks
son.
like Joe.
He looks like Joe.
If we get my brother on here, I'm gonna get really scared.
So I like Joe comes on, I'm like, you have some splaining to do. There he is.
Oh.
You guys have a couple
Good.
minutes to kill, or you guys have to run?
Got a few more
I
minutes.
got a
Nothing
couple
crazy.
minutes. I'm gonna run
All
to
right.
the bathroom right quick, man. I'll be
Go.
back.
Go do some
I have no
pee-pees.
life, so
Got a few more minutes. I might take one more drink.
Hi.
And then,
I'm Pat. I have no life. I live in a
Yeah.
basement. My wife wants nothing to do with me. My kids just want a paycheck.
I told my wife to come down here.
I
It
work for
didn't happen.
Indians.
Oh, good God.
So I'll surprise everybody. Terrence, hold on a second. My son.
So you had a Halloween party this weekend? Is that what you had, Joey? How did that
I
go?
did go to a Halloween party. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. Yeah.
I miss those things. Hey, I just have.
I love the
just
costume. You look great.
trick-or-treating.
You look great in the costume.
Well, it was. Thank you. It was supposed to be a werewolf, but it totally looked like a cat, so I just went with it.
Looked awesome. Did awesome.
Thanks.
It was cool. They're advertising Terrifier. Oh, back in theaters here. That was during the show. Wow. Damn. Uh-oh, our buddy just showed up, the man in black. The guy, the legend.
So wait, Brett, I have to ask you, talking about vampire movies, where do you rank Near Dark?
You know what's funny is I jumped on Near Dark late in my horror life. I probably only saw it for the first time maybe 10 years ago. So
Okay,
I saw it because I was meeting Lance Hendrickson,
cool.
and I have to visit it again after talking to him because he's such a damn good actor. And Bill Paxton, that's the other one. Bill Paxton died. I was like, man, I don't want to say I want to force myself to really remember the movie. I remember enjoying it. I think I just like other movies before it.
Yeah.
Terrence, my son. When you get a chance, check your IM. Since he's in the chat.
Yeah. What other vampire movies? I'm a fan of the John Carpenter's vampires, not just because it's John Carpenter, but James Woods is usually like a heel. He's usually like a villain. So him playing like the
Once Bitten.
anti-hero was cool, I thought.
Did you ever see Once Bitten?
Yep.
It's
that
fun.
one's been-
Oh, the Nick Cage or
Yeah.
the Jim Carrey?
The Jim Carrey.
I think it's Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
You know what? When I watched, believe it or not, I didn't watch it because people shit all over it, but I watched it on the way to California for H45. I thought Renfield was funny as hell.
It's
I have
fun.
not seen that yet. Is it good?
I
want to see
people
it.
It's worth
shit
it.
all over it, but you know what? I laughed
Yeah.
my ass off, and the wife
Oh,
watched
yeah.
it too because the wife is like, "What are you laughing at?" Because we had headphones in on the plane, and I said, "I'm watching Renfield," so she put it on, and she thought it was funny too. Why did they shit all over it? I have no clue.
Oh man, I love that movie.
I thought that movie was funny as
I wanna
hell.
see that. I mean, of course, From Dusk Till Dawn is up on my list for vampire movies. Love that movie.
It's probably one of the best casted films out there too. It's Very good film. The sequels, there was I think that they were all direct to DVD. The second one wasn't bad, but I didn't watch anything after that.
I never.
I'm
saw
going
the
to go with
sequels.
Twilight. Nah, it's a joke.
You look like a 30 Days a Night guy, Lurch, which is a good film.
You know what, Lurch? I didn't have to pee till you said Twilight.
I have to pee too. I'll be back.
We're
Do it
gonna
up, go.
Go.
And it was funny, Lurch, because tonight, like I said, my wife had not watched the video I put together of the H45 tour.
Yeah.
So we watched it tonight, and she was like, "Hey," she saw you in the video. She's like, "Is that Lurch?" I said, "That's him. That's him right there." She's like, "He's such a nice guy." I said, "I know." I said, "We got to go down and visit him." And she's like, "Where's he?" As soon as she heard North Carolina, she's like, "Let's go."
Oh, she
Yeah.
said that? Yeah.
Because
I mean,
we're looking to like in a couple of years, basically when the kids are out of school, we're either going to the Carolinas or we're going to Tennessee.
You can make that trip, especially with the trailer. You'll be fine.
So she heard that. She's like, "Oh, there's good farm properties down there." I said, "Let's go." She's like, "Let's go down and look."
There's a lot to do down here too.
She just wants a place to have her horse so she can go outside and I can have my man cave and just not be bothered.
Yeah.
Where's my son? What the hell are you doing? I actually sent my son a link to join so you can say hello. What is he doing on a? Well, I was going to say Tuesday night. It's actually a Wednesday morning now.
Station in flames.
Are you
What
going
do
to
you
get that Loomis figure?
I pre-ordered the Loomis figure.
You did. I got to pre-order it.
I did not touch that PCS figure. I'm not paying $1,800 for a
I
mirror
love it
statue.
though. I love it, but
It
I'm
looks.
not.
It doesn't look half bad, but you know what? 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 to 1,000. I would drop $1,800, dude. They can go kiss my ass.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
a little too
That's just fucking. And you know what? And like I said before, I was commenting on a lot of posts because people were asking me about it. I go, you remember the PCS statues a few years ago? They came out with that silver one. They came out with the regular one, but then they came out with the
They
silver
were
one.
1,000. I
And
think.
if you notice, a couple months later, they were selling them at a discounted rate because they were not selling. People were dumping them for less than what they were worth.
Really?
Yeah, so I was like, I'm not touching that shit. I'm like, that's just too god. I mean, come on, $1,800 for a figure. For $1,800 for a figure, I better walk up to that. It better be life size. You better give me a reach around. You better make me breakfast for $1,800. That's a lot of money.
It is.
Station in flames.
What's happening?
She's like, what did I just walk into?
Yeah, what did I miss?
I just heard Brett in the background. He's like, Philly station in the flames. From parties watching.
You guys got to do a watch along of Dead Alive sometime.
Oh, we should. Yeah, we definitely do it.
Dead Alive.
That one's
Definitely
so
have
much
to do
fun.
So, Lurch, what's your favorite movie? Like your favorite horror movie of all time?
It's between Halloween and Texas Chainsaw. I'm really big into Texas
Okay.
Chainsaw too.
The original, the OG.
The original, yeah. But I like about all of them. Like I like Next Generation. I don't like the mask in it, but I like the movie.
All right, so quick, we have a special guest appearance from my offspring.
Oh
This is
boy.
my son.
How's it going?
Hey man, what's up?
Hi.
It's my son Terrence. He's in college. He's a senior in college. I don't hear you. Do you have your voice?
Coming,
You have
coming
your,
to you live from my terrible dorm room.
There you go. So get a better. I've been telling everybody how you look like Joe.
Yeah, hear me?
Get a better visual so we can see how you look like Joe.
Oh my God, is Terrence there? Look at that!
It's Joe's son.
Yeah, I want to see this now.
Get some light on, Terrence, so they can see that you're Joe's illegitimate son.
Is my mic coming through yet?
Yeah, we can
here.
hear you. We just can't see
You're
your face. You're in shadows, like you're
Oh,
Like
hold
a
on. I
Forensic
gotta move the.
Files.
Let me move the light behind me.
like you're on
Holy
one of
shit,
those.
he does look like Joe.
Doesn't he look like Joe?
There we go.
That's Joe.
Oh,
That
yeah.
sounds like Joe. You got some splaining to do.
No, Terrence, your dad's still looking for all the beer that was drank before you left for the summer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, who's the jackass that left like this much in the friggin' whiskey bottle?
That was you, actually.
All right. It might have been. It might have been.
You got to get in season for Bud Bushlight Apple. You'll be there.
Eventually.
So Terrence, you've heard me talk about my trip. You already know Brett. Been there, done that. This is Lurch, who we were hanging out in California with. And this is the lovely Colorado. I told you about the drunken night that Daddy doesn't even know how we got back to the room, but he managed to get back to the room. We were partying with Colorado.
Your dad had a long day on the bus.
Your dad had to leave his backpack at the door at the bar.
Oh, that was good stuff, wasn't it?
At least he didn't lose his flip flops this time.
There's been time we went out one time and I couldn't find my shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, the shoes.
Was that the same night that was supposed to be the captain's dinner, where you showed up without your shoes and we had no idea where you'd been?
We were on a cruise and it was all inclusive, all the booze you could drink. That's a bad mistake with Dad.
I thought you were saying you jumped ship to Hong Kong.
No. He discovered the bar at the back of the ship, and we found him later with my cousin, and he did not have his shoes anymore.
My wife's like, "Where's your shoes? We're going to dinner." I'm like, I don't know. Retrace your steps. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, that was the same. That was the same night where you loaded up your plate with all the toppings from the ice cream bar, and then dropped it in the laundry basket for the cloth napkins.
What kind of human? I'm not going on a Halloween cruise with you.
I want to hang out with you more.
I had all these toppings on this plate, and I'm eating them like, ah. And Terry's like, "You just threw them in the laundry." I'm like, okay.
Put them in the washer, and I'll eat them later.
Hey, at least I couldn't throw them on the floor, but I threw them in the laundry.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, and even if you thought it was the trash, you threw the plate away too.
Oh my God! So you didn't know that show was on Netflix, huh?
No, I hadn't even heard about it.
It's really held my attention 3 episodes in. Some people thought it tailed off towards the end, but I'll speak about that once I watch it. So
I'll have to give it a try because I did really enjoy Edgar Allan Poe. It was like one of the only parts of English class I remember enjoying.
That's how I'm laughing. I'm like, why have I heard this before? And then once the credits go and Edgar Allan Poe's name comes up, I'm like, that's what it was. Okay. Oh, it's wild.
Yeah,
Well-
so Terrence is one I've spoken often of that will inherit this collection because he won't be hawking it on the street corner for gas money like my daughter will.
No, he's gonna go for top dollar. He knows better.
He knows better.
the business.
Him I can trust.
Well, Lurch, Joey, what are we talking here? What's our favorite zombie film? Let's go there. We'll say that here too.
Lurch, you probably have a better answer than I do. I'm not a huge zombie movie fan, so mine is probably Return of the Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, that's not a bad one. That's a fun one, right, Pat?
That's a fun one.
It's more fun. Yeah, that's probably.
I'm gonna say Dead Alive. I mean, that's pretty
I should
much
count
zombie.
that as a zombie one. You're right, Peter Jackson.
is.
Lurch, you're a big Peter Jackson guy. I didn't know that.
Oh
bud.
yeah.
Bad Taste, I love. Oh, Bad
Oh,
Taste.
Bad Taste is great. And then you got, what is it, Meet the Feebles?
Oh, that bizarre puppet movie.
Yeah.
Peter Jackson's looking to go back to that to do something again. If you've heard for years now, he's talking about doing something again.
I hope he does. They're supposed to release all those on 4K.
My favorite,
Wait
Night of the Living
forever.
Dead, the OG Night of the Living Dead. Actually, my son tell you, right? I took you to the 50th anniversary screening.
Oh, that must have been cool.
We went to the theater.
nice.
It was a 50th anniversary screening, and before it, they had this whole documentary that they showed before it. It was awesome. Train the boy right. But you know what? You guys hang. Let's get out of this and hang after that because people are dropping like flies. So let's just get out of this and we can all hang anyway.
Yeah, we'll just do a few more minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do all the shameless plugs. Everybody knows we're live every Sunday night at 8 p.m. I'm gonna do this quick. We're streaming after the fact on all these different platforms. Go check it out. Go subscribe to the channel. Go join the Facebook group, you bastards. If you're not there, you suck. Go join the make sure you enter the 1031 subscribers giveaway so you can win a not so exclusive Tom Atkins figure, which I will have signed. I'm going to have it signed so that'll amp up the ante. This dropped today. This was our top 5 ways to celebrate Halloween with Joe and I, because Brett had to leave. So it was just Joe and I doing our top 5 ways to celebrate Halloween in time for Halloween. Our top 5 horror movies to watch on Halloween that are not Halloween. Go check it out. And there's Brett's favorite. My next What If for Rob Zombie's Halloween, which will be out on Thursday. A week from tomorrow, we're going to finish up the 2018 novel. The week after that, 2 weeks after that, we start H Kills. So that's all the shameless plugs. Like, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. I'm going to throw up the quick, our quick get out of here outro. Then everybody just hang out, because we're going to chat afterwards and hang out. I figure let's just get offline and let people get some sleep, because everybody's starting to dip out. Where is the outro? So I'm going to do the outro. Everybody hang on tight. Everybody that joined us tonight, say thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah,
We
thank
had a
you.
great time watching the
everybody.
Thank you very
OG.
much.
Everybody
Happy
that joined,
Halloween.
thanks. Happy Halloween. And
Yeah, happy Halloween.
looking forward to the scary movies that's going to come in for Christmas, actually. It's not too much for Thanksgiving.
Happy Halloween.
And happy Halloween. So everybody, we'll be right back. So everybody, you guys all hang on. Everybody, good night.